Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, God. I may have to start that whole thing over again. Lord. Because Sam was messing with the audio last night on the stream, and I hope you guys can hear me. Let me put my headphones on. I hope you guys can hear me. Rezi, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Can you hear me? So you couldn't hear anything before that, Rezi? Oh, great, awesome. Now I'm gonna have to start. I'm not gonna restart. I'm not gonna restart the stream. But now I'm gonna have to say all that crap that I just said over again. Well, let me start all the way over because apparently you guys could not hear me because I guess Sam messed with the audio or something, and I had to push a button on the OBS. I'm not blaming Sam, just Sam, that's the truth. Sam was fiddling with it last night because Tommy had these mics. So, that's hilarious. That's why probably nobody was commenting right away, because they just saw my mouth moving and then nothing was being said. So, I apologize. Well, let me start this over again. Yo, guys, welcome to the Fierce Podcast. So that means at the beginning of this, they didn't hear the music, they didn't hear anything. So people are going to be watching in silent for like the first 5 or 6 minutes of this stream. Hilarious. Well, I mean, I've only been going for about 12 minutes, so they won't have to wait long. That's hilarious. Anyway, what I was trying to say was I said, welcome to the Fierce Podcast. I hope you guys are doing well. I said... And then I basically, Rezi says it happens. It does happen. I should have checked the audio before I started. I thought, though, Sam's a pretty good tech guy, so I thought he would switch it back. I guess he just forgot, because Sam had to, I don't blame Sam, though. Sam had to skedaddle. He left at 10:30 last night, because he had to get up, like, at 5 to be at, he goes, Fears, he goes, I'm pulling an extra shift. I said, and even though I was drunk, I walked him out to his car, and I was like, what time you got to go to work? And I do remember this conversation. He's like, oh, dude, I got to get up at 5, man. He goes, they want me in there by 6:50. I was like, oh, shit. I said, so basically 7, right? He goes, yeah, basically 7. He goes, I'll probably take 5 minutes and grab a drink and then sit in my cubicle and then, the day shall start. I was like, good luck with that, buddy. I'm like, I hate early mornings. So, yeah. Anyway, shout out to Lord Visions for getting me this cup. So anyway, I was saying that at the start of the show. Another thing I started the show, as I said, I'm here, but I've got a headache. So I was saying that before I fixed the audio. So now you guys can hear. Now you guys can hear me. Triple says, "How am I feeling?" Well, I was just getting into that. Triple, I'm here, but man, I have a headache. I took some Tylenol. Me, Sam, and Tommy, we had a little bit too much to drink. We had a fun time, but I honestly don't remember the last 10, 15 minutes of the show. I don't remember who turned off the stream. I think Tommy turned off the stream. I don't remember. Tommy basically said he just picked me up and carried me and laid me on the couch. I don't remember any of that, but I have a pretty good memory when I am drunk. So I remember everything up until Tommy poured me like 6 shots in a row. Yo, LC. And LC, I got so drunk that I forgot to grab the boot. I was drinking out of my Black Adam cup. And about halfway through, I didn't say it on camera, but in my mind, I'm like, you know what? Fuck me. I'm like, I should have drank from the boot. I'm like, LC would have loved it. I'm like, well, it's too late now. I'm like, I'm already halfway through the show, so I'll just keep drinking out of the Black Item. So next drunken stream is going to be in 2 weeks. Sam's coming over, and he goes, Fears, he goes, the only reason why I didn't come to hang out during the day is, he goes, my voice is still a little hoarse, and I really didn't feel like, talking that entire time. He goes, I basically just sat all day until I came over last night at 7 and rested my voice. And I said, I get it, buddy. I said, no worries. And when he did come over, he came over at 7, and we started the stream, LC, like at 7:30, something like that. If I'm wrong on that time, let me know, guys. LC, I wish you could have came over. I invited LC, but he said he couldn't come because he had shit to do with the family and all that. I get it. I understand. But, man, you missed a hell of a good time. You missed a hell of a good stream. I wish you could have been here, buddy. And I read what you said in the Discord, LC, and I appreciate you saying that. He said, nah. He goes, nah. I'm glad Fears had a good time. And then you said something like, oh, if I would have been over there, I would have been fucked up with Fears, because Joey was like, you should have been over there and, like, was clowning on Fears. And he's like, nah. He's like, I wouldn't have been clowning with Fears, because I would have been drunk as hell with Fears and Sam and Tommy. So, my personal opinion, I asked Sam before that. I said, Sam, be honest. I said, what did you think of the great and legendary Tommync2010? And he went, Fears. He goes, I said it on camera. I'm going to say it to you off camera. He lives up to the legend. I said, right? I said, he kind of lives up to the legend. And he goes, well, you've been telling me about him forever now. Ages and ages and ages and ages. I said, yeah. I said, I've been telling you about him since we've been friends, because now me and Sam, it's almost been a year of friendship. Almost. It's just shy maybe of maybe a month or two. So he's like, yeah, all the months we've been friends, man. He goes, at least once a month, you've told me about Tommync2010. He goes, that hangout was way overdue. I said, oh, absolutely. I said, Sam, even if I wouldn't have met you, and you would have found Tommy's channel randomly, or found my channel randomly, and then sub through Tommy, I said, even if we weren't friends, I said, you would still like Tommync2010 and his content. I said, he's a happy-go-lucky guy. He makes hilarious fucking content. He goes, yeah, Fears. He goes, you're right. He goes, I probably would have found him. I said, he's one of my most famous friends, so I said, you probably would have found him on YouTube. Hero says, hey, Mama Rezi. And then she says, hi, Poppy. Ooh, shit. Dun, 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 dun. It's a little sexual tension in the chat. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Heroes is like, shut the fuck up, Fears. Anyway, no, I'm just joking. Hero says, hope you're doing fine and your weekend is going great. My weekend is going great. The only thing, Heroes, is I have a headache. It's like pounding on the side of my head. I took some Tylenol. I got something to eat. I slept in majorly. Like, I didn't take Tommy back to his mom's until, we woke up, at 10:45. Out the door by 11:40 something. I got back to my house 12:30. Came back. Had another nap. And then got something to eat. Oh, and shout out to Tinder Immortal. Tinder Immortal, I did this just for you. Plus, I was curious. For lunch, I finally went to the BK Lounge. I ordered the Spider-Man burger. So, Tinder Immortal, in the Tommync2010 Hangout vlog, whenever I upload that, Fears tried the Spider-Man burger. Pretty good. It's a little overpriced. It cost me $11 to buy it, but it's a little overpriced, but it was good. I asked them, I said, is it spicy? I said, because my stomach can't handle spicy. They're like, no. And I was like, okay, that's good. Rezi said, I had a good weekend, thanks. Good, Rezi. I'm glad you had a good weekend. Hero says, you're very welcome. And she said, thanks for asking. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. All I'm thinking about right now, well, I'm thinking about a lot of stuff, but when Heroes and Rezi are doing that sexy talk, I'm like, what is the Sega Camp gamer thinking? So, LC, shame, know your name. Anyway, I joke, I kid. So, anyway, but yeah, I had a little bit too much to drink last night. Tommy, you son of a bitch with that tequila. Listen, everything was fine. Until Tommy poured not one shot, not two shots, not three shots. It's 6 shots in a row. I remembered everything until those last 15 minutes. Because around the last 15, 20 minutes, that's when Tommy just kept, pounding in the shots. And I'm just like, oh, Lord. I didn't want to let Tommy down. I didn't want to let the fans down. So I'm glad we had a good time. But, man, I am hurting today. So I'm contemplating maybe not going into work tonight and just resting. Because, one, I've had to do 15 Crohn's dumps today. So my stomach is a rumbling. Probably from all the booze. So that's number one. So if I have to skedaddle and go to the bathroom real quick, let me know. I went to the bathroom while I was making coffee, and I went to the bathroom right before this stream. So If I have to skedaddle off to the bathroom, I apologize. I'll be back as always. But yeah, to answer your question, Triple, I'm doing fine. I'm good. It's just a little bit of pain, but the headache, man, it's pounding. It's not, well, it's only pounding a little bit now because I just took the Tylenol about 20 minutes ago. So finally, I think the Tylenol was like kicked in. So yeah. But everything else about the weekend was fantastic. We'll get into that in just a second. But anyway, like I was saying, the topics today are right after my nap, I watched this. So we're going to be reviewing Sherlock Holmes Part 2, A Game of Shadows. Great movie, great performance by Robert Downey Jr. And Judd Law as Watson. Very good. So I'm going to review this. And I've had this for a while. I just haven't had time to watch it, but I finally watched it today. The second topic I want to talk about is my mall haul. We were going to do it yesterday, but me and Tommy forgot to show everybody what we bought at the mall. So I'm going to show you to you guys in a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to do the Tommync2010 weekend hangout review. I'm going to review the entire weekend of what we did. Let me put it this way. It was a weekend extravaganza. This vlog, when you guys watch this vlog, holy shit, I think it's safe to say that everyone is going to love this vlog. Everyone's excited about this vlog. I'll probably push off the Titanic vlog and upload this one the next one I'm doing is the Hogan's beach shot because Pixel really wants to see that fucking footage of me like going nuts on Hulk Hogan and like trash talking him and shit. I'll probably do that one. Then I'll do the Tommync2010 weekend hangout, and then finally the fucking Titanic one because I did that fucking Titanic thing like 8, 9, maybe 10 months ago. That needs to go up pronto. But I know everybody wants to see the Tommync2010 like within a week or two. So those two vlogs are coming up next. So yeah, I'm going to work on the Hogan's beach shop one tonight. Try to get it up at least by 9, 10. You know, depending on how long I stream. If I stream a lot longer tonight because I've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about and I want to hang out with you guys. And I'm so sorry. I kept trying last night to get back to the fans and keep getting and answering your guys' questions and comments. And then Tommy would say something, and since we're all drunk, I got distracted. Then Tommy's like, here, count all my money, Fears, and he kept interrupting me, and I remember that, I'm trying to count his money 9, 10 times. He's like, that's wrong. I'm like, Tommy, I know how to count fucking money. I'm like, just chill your buns there, buddy. And so things kept getting away, so I just saw the comments. Even though I was drunk, I kept seeing the comments going up, 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 up. So I'm sorry. So I'm probably going to go back one day, either tomorrow or the next day, watch the whole stream and watch everybody's comments. Because I remember for the first maybe hour and a half, we were on top of things, answering the comments, answering the topics. And then when he started pouring that tequila, whew, oh Lord. I will say, though, I've never tried the Rock's tequila. That's some good shit. It's strong. And I even said that on the stream. I remember saying that. I was like, I took a sip of it, and I looked over at Tommy, I was like, whew. And then I think Tommy said something like, what, Fears? And I'm like, nothing. I'm like, it's good. But then I went, it's strong. And he went, oh, that it is, Fears. And I was like, but it's good shit. And I thoroughly enjoyed, I've been talking your guys' ear off. Hopefully I say this right. The Omninox Black Crystal Skull bottle. That's the second bottle they bought. It's the same look of the bottle. It's just black. But there's on Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Skull Vodka Head website, they said even though the bottles are different, there's different booze. There's a different take of our vodka in each one, so it's a different taste. I'll be honest. Out of the black one and the crystal one, the classic one, I prefer the classic one over the black one. The black one's still good. It is, trust me, it is rocking. It's still good. But I prefer, so far out of the two, I prefer the crystal, the clear one more. So, and I still have some left. Wait, what's up, Richie? Richie says, what's up, Fears? What's up, Richie? I'm doing good. I just have a little bit of a headache from last night. I'm sure you were watching, Richie. A little bit too much to drink. But I'm alive. I'm good. good old happy-go-lucky Fears is back. I was happy-go-lucky John Fears last night. It just is I was happy-go-lucky drunk John Fears. So it was quite a sight. I watched some of it today, and I was like, well, I'm like, I didn't do too bad. I just get super silly drunk. I talk a lot more. If that's hard to believe, I know I talk a lot when I'm sober, but I talked even more when I'm drunk. I'm more silly and goofy when I'm drunk. Tommy was having a good time. He's laughing his ass off. Tommy was making me laugh. I'm laughing my ass off. Sam's laughing his ass off. It was a great boys' night out, even though we stayed in, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It was a great boys' night. Hanging out with the boys is always a good time. That's why I wish LC would have been over there. LC, I sent you the invite. Sam's coming over in 2 weeks, and me and Sam are doing a drunk stream because when I walk Sam out, so I hope you come over. So get your ass over to my house, LC, so we can get tore up and do that stream, man. In 2 weeks, I walk Sam out, and he's like, Fears, he goes, I know you want to hang out more. He goes, I missed you too, buddy. And I said, man, I really missed you. But I said, I understand you're going through all this shit. He goes, well, Fears, guess what? And Sam even said it on stream, if memory serves me right. I'm pretty sure he said it on stream. He goes, yeah, he goes, my throat hurts a little bit. He goes, but Fears, in 2 weeks, he goes, I don't want to hang out next week. He goes, because you've got LC's party. And I said, well, you can come to LC's party if you want. I'm gonna send Sam a text and be like, hey, man, if you want to come to LC's, like, 10K celebration party. Well, now it's 12K celebration party. You can come. And he goes, yeah, Fears. He goes, send me a text. So Sam may come out to LC's house and chill for the party. But Sam said also, he goes, Fears, I have to work. He goes, I don't want to interrupt your date next Saturday. He goes, I want all the details. I said, I can't give you all the details, buddy. I said, because I only know a little bit about this girl. I said, we've been talking for like 2.5 weeks. So I said, I know a little bit about her, but I said, we're still getting to know each other. He was like, well, let me know. Give me all the details on the date. I said, I said, that I'll definitely let you know. But then he said on stream and off stream, he goes, but 2 weeks, Fears? He goes, I've got nothing to do. He goes, we will go axe throwing. He goes, because I promised the fans that I would pay. He goes, Fears, the last 2 hangouts, you've bought me dinner and you bought the fun event. He goes, because I was low on cash. And I said, hey, don't worry about it, buddy. Something's on my shirt. Piece of fluff. Give me 1 second. I'm going to throw it away. Yeah, so Sam said, Fears, he goes, you're a good friend, you're a good guy. He goes, Fears, you're a good friend, a good guy. He goes, I owe you 2 dinners and 2 hangouts. And he goes, because the last 2 hangouts, he goes, Fears, when I was going through all this fucking crazy shit, my sister gets sick, then my cat dies, then my sister's cat dies, then I get sick because I was taking care of my sister because she was sick. And I was like, I get it, buddy. He goes, man, I can't catch a fucking break. I said, buddy, like the last 2 months for you, I said, or even the last 3 months have been crazy for you. And he goes, yeah. He goes, that's an understatement, Fears. I said, well, dude, I said, I'm glad. I said, how's the job going? He goes, to be honest, Fears, he goes, that's the only thing that's going really good right now. He goes, so everything else is fucking shit garbage. I said, well, dude, I said, not only is Sam doing fantastic at work, he goes, Fears, I'm making $20 an hour. And I was like, that's fucking awesome, dude. I said, keep crushing it. I said, keep killing it at work. And he goes, yeah, but 2 weeks? He goes, 2 weeks. He goes, I've got nothing to do. He goes, I'm coming over. He goes, I'll take you out. He goes, we'll go axe throwing. He goes, you can vlog it up. He goes, we'll hit on hot chicks at the bar. And I was like, yeah, buddy. He goes, then we'll come back. He goes, I'm going to leave my booze over at your house. So Sam's booze is still in my fridge. He goes, save it. He goes, I'll buy more booze. He goes, then LC will come over and all 3 of us will do another drunken hangout stream. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm like, I'm down. And he goes, Fears? He goes, I'll stay at your house. He goes, because I don't want to drink and drive. He goes, I'll crash on your couch. He goes, and we'll drink till 3, 4 in the morning. And I was like, hell yeah, buddy. I said, we'll drink as long as we can until I pass out or you pass out or we both pass out. So, yeah. So, LC, in 2.5 weeks, you need to get your ass over to my house because Fears is throwing like a weekend extravaganza, Sam, LC, drunken stream hangout party. So you get your little ass over here. That's right. And if you say no, Fears will call you on the phone and I will torture your goddamn life until you get over here, buddy, because I miss hanging out with you and I miss hanging out with Sam. So get your little ass over here. Heroes says, right now, the sub count, and I'm so proud of you. Listen to this, Heroes. I'm not going to say who the hater was, but some hater said, yeah, Fears, you're jealous of like your friend Heroes. Like, you know, you'll never get that many subs. And he was half right. I may never get like 12,000 subs, but what the idiot troll was lying about, not jealous whatsoever. It's more like I'm super proud of you and you're kicking ass and taking names. Not jealous at all. Super proud of you, buddy. The sub count is up to 385. Hero says, by the time Memorial Day weekend comes up, it'll be more like 20K party. I hope so. I hope it will be 20K. Or you know what, Heroes? I'll even go one further. Hopefully it's 30,000. Hopefully it's 40,000 by Memorial Day. With your sub count and how it's flying up, it very well may be more than 20K. I'm not even kidding you. Not even kidding. So yeah. All right. One can only hope, buddy, right? But anyway, but yeah, everything was going good. And then, I heard a lot of shit in the Discord. I want to say it right now. I'm not lying about this. You can call Sam up and he'll say the same thing. You can call up Tommy and say the same thing. So I took a shot and I just drank it too fast. And it got down to about right here. And that tequila, it's good, but it kind of burns. It kind of burns a little bit on the way down. I choked on it because I drank it too fast. And it just came back out. So all the idiot trolls were like, yeah, Fears, you puked. That was the most fucking hilarious thing. Didn't puke. I said puke is like when food and other like liquid and all that, you guys know what puke is. I didn't puke. It was just the liquid flew out because I drank it too fast and I kind of choked on it. And I was like, oh shit. And only a little bit of it got on the table. I quickly ran over to the sink, and what was left in my mouth, I just spit out into the sink, grabbed a towel, apologized to Sam and to Tommy. I said, if any of that liquid got on you, I apologize. Grabbed a little napkin and just wiped off. So I didn't puke. I don't care what they say. They're fucking idiots. They're going to lie and say, oh, yeah, Fears, you puked. No, you're a fucking idiot. I didn't puke whatsoever. Go fuck yourself. So, yeah. So, anyway, I just wanted to clear that rumor up right away. Call Sam. Ask him, hey, did Fears puke? Nope. He just choked on a shot. And that's all right. I cleaned it up. And Tommy's like, well, now, Fears, you have to do a double shot. And I was like, pour me a double shot. And what happened? I took the double shot, and the night continued on. So, yeah. Hero says, I got your back soon. I'll be having you on my live stream so you can gain a few. Oh, I appreciate that, Heroes. And Heroes said, Fears, when I hit, and this is not a lie. Heroes, I can't remember if you said this on camera or off camera. Heroes said, I'm going to make it my personal goal. He goes, once I hit 10K, he goes, I'm going to help my buddy Fears get to 10K. And I've been doing all what you said, Heroes. I keep saying I'm going to upload some more Mario. I'm going to. I just haven't had time. But you bet your ass I'm doing. And I've been uploading the content, not as fast as Heroes, but I've been uploading it as fast as I can. But even Heroes texted me and said, Fears, I got to admit, he goes, when I first met you, you would do like maybe 2-3 videos a month. He goes, you would do like 1 or 2 videos a month, but then you would do shitloads of streams. And he goes, now what's changed is you're pumping out a video or 2 a week and then still doing shitloads of stream. He goes, and that's how you get more subs. And I said, I'm not an idiot. I said, anytime my dad gave me advice, I would take my dad's advice. Anytime my mom would give me advice, I would take her advice. I said, anytime a friend gives me advice, I take their advice. That's the only way you're going to learn. You make mistakes, and then you learn from those mistakes, and then to be a better, perfect person, or as perfect as you can possibly get it, because nobody's perfect. I try to be the best version of John Fears I can absolutely possibly be. By the way, new shirt. Yeah, Visions, check it out, buddy. So now I've got a couple of Hulkamaniac shirts. He makes great merch, and just like how Visions shirts, LC, are so comfortable, Hogan's Beat Shop, Hulk Hogan, makes amazing merch, and they feel amazing. Just like, I guess Visions maybe buys the same material shirts as Hulk Hogan, because, man, Visions shirts and Visions products, not only do they fit me perfectly, they feel super comfortable. Same thing with Hogan's shirts, man. They feel so comfortable, and I'm a big fan of Hulk Hogan. So one of these days, I told Randall, I said, either I'm going up to Clearwater and doing that weekend extravaganza, like going to his beach shop in Clearwater and then going to his diner. He has like a diner slash restaurant like 3 miles away from his epic, ginormous mansion. So I said, Randall, I said, either if you want to come with me to that weekend extravaganza sometime in a couple of weeks or a couple of months, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm going to get around to it. I said, he's like, yeah, I'll let you know, Spears. I said, well, let me know. I said, either you and me can go, and we'll stay the whole weekend, and we'll get a hotel. Because if I go to Clearwater, it's like 3.5 hours away. So I'm going to stay there the whole weekend, and then on the last day, then just drive back. I said, so I'll either go alone and do that, Randall, if you don't want to come. I said, or I'll come with you. I said, or I'll invite LC, and LC can come with me. And if LC can't, then I'll invite Sam. I said, if nobody wants to come, then I'm hightailing it up there. So, yeah. Yo, Visions. Lord Visions. Hey, Visions, you want to hear something hilarious? So, Sam was messing with my audio last night. I don't blame Sam. Just Sam's the last one to touch it. Either I forgot to fix the audio for this stream, or Sam forgot to do it. So, the first 10 minutes, you just see Fears doing this, and there was no audio. Then all of a sudden, Rezi wrote in the chat, Fears, I've been trying to listen for 10 minutes and just nothing. So I had to restart. I didn't restart the stream. I just restarted telling everybody what I was saying for the last 12 minutes. So that'll give you a little giggle, buddy. But anyway, Visions, I'm doing all right. I was telling everybody before he came in, I'm doing all right. I had a smidge too much to drink, but man, I had a hell of a time last night. So Visions, you saw a little bit of how Fears is, and I was telling the truth, Visions, because everyone was like, because Visions asked, either Visions asked me one time, or Triple, or someone said, hey, Fears, what's John Fears like drunk? And Visions like, well, Fears, hopefully you're not, I think it was either you or Triple that said, well, hopefully Fears isn't like a violent drunk. Nope, I'm a happy-go-lucky, goofy drunk guy. And I remember Visions, you said, oh, well, thank God, Fears, because whenever we drink, I don't want to be babysitting you. He goes, I don't want you to turn into violent Hulk, like Hulk, John Fears. And I said, nope. I said, you'll never see mad drunken Fears, because that doesn't exist. You'll never see babysitting John Fears drunk. Nope. It was just happy-go-lucky John Fears. So, yeah. The only thing is, Visions, is I remember everything. I know some things I forget, but whenever I'm drunk, I remember everything. I have a good memory then. The only thing I don't remember from last night, the minute Tommy poured like 6 or 7 shots in a row, the last 15, 20 minutes, I was done. I don't remember Tommy shutting off the stream. Tommy told me that he literally picked me up and laid me on the couch. I don't remember any of that. And Tommy felt bad. He's like, Fears, my goal was to get you to like get wasted or get drunk so we can have a good time. He goes, but man, you got plastered. And I was like, I don't care, Tommy. I'm like, it's been a long time since Fears has been, shit-faced wasted. I usually don't get like that. I usually like a good buzz, like a little tiny buzz, or just a good drunk. But it's been a long time since I was like, yeah, all right, man, yeah. Like super fucking going nuts drunk. I was super going fucking nuts drunk last night. So it's been a while. I don't think I've been like that since good old college days. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Visions, nice cup there, buddy. Yeah. Let's see. Vision says, what's up? Rezi says, hi, Visions. And then she says, LOL, hi, Rezi. So, Visions, before I move on, I wanted to say something. So check out this new shirt, buddy. So now I've got a bunch of Hulkamaniac shirts, right? I've got the yellow one. I've got the green one now with the American Hulkamaniac. Then I've got the military Hulkamaniac because Hulk Hogan, just like my dad and me, I support the vets, man. Hulk Hogan was never in the armed forces, but he supports the vets. My dad was a vet. I support the vets. I think they're amazing people. And anytime I see I know cops and firefighters are not in the armed forces, but I always tell cops and firefighters, just like I tell any armed forces, hey, thanks for your service. Anytime I see Navy, Marines, Space Force, anything, I'm always like, hey, I just want to thank you for your service. So, yeah. And sometimes my dad would wear his military shirts out with my mom and me, And people would come up and say that to my dad. So, anyway, what I was getting at is I bought a few more shirts, Visions, from Hulk Hogan. And just like how your shirts are super comfy and super comfortable, his shirts are just as comfy and comfortable, man. So I don't know if you buy the same type of material shirt that Hulk Hogan does for his beach shop, but I'm telling you, these are so, like, Hulk Hogan's shirts are super comfy, and your shirts are super comfy. And I'm not just saying that because we're friends. I'm saying it because it's the truth. I've never worn a more comfortable shirt in my life than the Hulk Hogan ones, and then your brand off of exhumevisions.com. I'm not even kidding. So yeah. Is there a brand tag in that shirt? I don't know. There is a tag, but we'll see. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so. After the stream, I'll take off my shirt and I'll have a look. But there's the tag. But I'll have to look and see if it has Hulk Hogan's brand on the tag. I'm sure it does. I don't know why it wouldn't, but anyway. Anyway, I'm just catching Vision up. Visions, today's topics are, me and Tommy went to the mall because he had to buy a few things for his mom. Plus, I wanted to show him my favorite shop because they don't have FYE in Missouri. I don't know if it's just a Florida thing or if there's FYEs on other parts of the country. They definitely don't have them in Missouri. So I said, Tommy had never heard of that place. I said, Tommy, they've got everything. They got old records, old VHSs, old DVDs, 4K videos. I'm like, they have Blu-ray. I said, I buy all my epic, hilarious, like, horror movies. I said that Visions and Pixel tell me about. I said, you can find some old gems there. I said, they've got plushies. I said, they've got fucking, like, nerd statues of whatever you want. I said, they got action figures. I'm like, they got music. I'm like, they got fucking everything. And he's like, oh, that sounds cool, John. He goes, well, he's like, do you mind? He goes, you can take me there. He's like, but I also want to buy something for my mom. And he's like, do you know where any gators' heads are? And I said, I know like 2 places that would have a gator head. I'm like, why is that? And he goes, well, I want to get one for my boss because my boss said, hey, when you're down there, can you get me a gator's head like for my office, like desk? And Tommy was like, I'll try and find one. He goes, and then my friend Ashley wants one. I think, is that her name? Ashley. There's Ashley and Crystal. I'm trying to remember which one he said. I think he got it for Ashley. Because Crystal's the... Well, I don't want to call her fat, but Ashley's the real thin one that wears a lot of purple. She wears a lot of purple in the videos. And she's skinny. She wears like a purple coat, or I've seen her in that. And then that's Ashley. And then Crystal is she's got blonde hair. And I think she's kind of like the bigger girl. Or maybe it's vice versa. Anyway. So yeah. Shout out to the chat. Much love from your boy LC. That's right. Keep subbing away to me and to Visions and to LC. That's right. So we went to the mall and Visions, we forgot to share our mall haul yesterday. We were going to do it yesterday right before the stream, and we just totally forgot. So I'm going to grab it right now. So mall haul time, buddy. And I went to a thrift store, Visions. But like you, the last visit to the thrift store, you know how you said the last time you went, you're like, there was like slim pickings, fears, I didn't find anything. I went, after I took Tommy home, I went to the thrift store. Nada, zero, nothing. They didn't have one good Blu-ray, and the Blu-rays they had, a lot of them I already had in my collection. Didn't find any cool collectibles, nothing. And I was like, damn. So I tried. All right, let me get my wall. Let me get my mall haul. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. All right. So we went to a bunch of stores. So we went to Zoomies, one of my favorite stores as a youngster and as a old man. Zoomies has amazing stickers. I don't buy any of their products. I just go in and say, hey, I have this plastic container. Can you hook me up with some free stickers? And then they kind of look at me and they're like, aren't you a little old for Zoomies? And I'm like, I don't care. Fuck you. Give me some free stickers. I like Zoomies. I started shopping there like when I was 15, 16. I'm surprised Zoomies is still here. You know, Zoomies is kind of a young guy's store. I don't care. I like their stickers. So we went there. We went to Spencer's. We went to FYE. Where else did we go? Tommy bought some candy there. And it was actually pretty good candy because he shared his candy with me. I had these like chocolate raisin things. They were really good. Where else did we go? We had lunch in the mall. We went to FYE. We went to a whole bunch of shit. All right. So I got this from Spencer's. You ready for this, Visions? Oh, as soon as I saw it, I had to get it. Oh, yeah, that's it. Halloween 3 blanket. So now I've got a Ghostbuster kind of like plush blanket. And Tommy got me a second Ghostbuster kind of plush blanket. And now I've got a Halloween 3. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, shit. Because I have a lot of, whenever I went to Missouri, I've got a lot of Halloween merch. I've got a lot of Halloween 2 merch. But this is the first thing ever. Besides my little movie prop of Halloween 3, one of my friends bought me the Halloween 3 microchip replica, and I have that back in Missouri. That's the only thing I had until I found this bad boy. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, super soft throw blanket. Yeah, buddy. So, good old Halloween 3. This is the worst mask in the movie. These two are my favorite. But my all-time favorite is this. And they also said they had a TV one like that. So it was a real tough pick between this logo and then just the TV one. So I may go back in about a month or two and get the TV one. So that's the first thing. So Visions, what do you think of this, man? I know you're into horror movies just like me. So Fears is I haven't washed this blanket in a week. So I'm going to wash this blanket tonight. So when Fears has a good napo in about 5-6 hours, I'm going to bust this bad boy out and give it a try. So there's that. All right. And let's see here. And then here's all the cool Zoomy stickers. There we go. So I'm not going to pull every single one of them out, but here's one of them. Got a Zoomy sticker. So it's little, but I don't know if it's little enough to go on the coffee pot or if it's worthy to go on the coffee pot. It may just go on the plastic container that holds all my belt buckles and my hats and my shoes. So it's going on one of those two, but I'll let you know where I put it, buddy. And then here we go, FYE. Now, Visions, I found some gems. But I looked everywhere. Visions, I went through the list, right? The hilarious horror movies that you and Pixel told me to. He goes, make a list, Fears. I didn't find any Night of the Comet, Return of the Living Dead 3, because I have Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2. Didn't find any Return of the Living Dead 4 or 5. Rave to the fucking grave and shit. With the fucking tar man eating and killing people as he's dancing at the fucking rave. Nothing. Nada. Zero. I didn't find, what's the other one that you told me? Blood Gnomes. I didn't find that. What was the other one that Pixel said? Creep Show. No, Creep Show 1 or 2. Night of the Creeps. None of that shit. The Shiver one that you told me about, Visions, all the other ones. I didn't find the zombie Nazi, the surf Nazi zombies with the fucking guy surfing and he's got a robotic hand. None of that shit, man. And I was like, fuck. So I'm sorry to let you down, Visions. I found some gems, but nothing on the list. And I was like, well, God damn it. But I found some old gems. So yeah. So here's the first gem. I've never heard of this movie. It looks super old, Vision, so you tell me if you've seen this. I love vampire movies. I love, Creature from the Black Lagoon, especially the old school ones. I love Bride of Frankenstein. I like Frankenstein, all that stuff. The Mummy. I like Werewolf. You know, the Wolfman, all that. It's a werewolf movie, but I've never heard of this. So Visions, you tell me if you've seen this movie or if you've even heard of this movie. Silver Bullet. It looked like classic 80s. So Silver Bullet. So I've never heard of it, never seen a single frame of it. I just read the back and I went, that looks pretty interesting. And it looks classic, hilarious 80s. And look, he's got a fucking screwdriver in his fucking eyeball, buddy. Look at that. A screwdriver going through his fucking eyeball. And then, when's the last time you saw a werewolf holding a fucking baseball bat? Why is he holding a baseball bat? I have no fucking clue. We'll find out when I watch it tonight or tomorrow. And I'll do a review on it. So, let me know, Visions, if you've ever seen this one. All right, next one. I have this in my collection, but I don't have the Blu-ray collector's edition. So finally, I found, and I got it in the in the steel in the steel box one. The Blues Brothers, with all this shitloads of content. So I'm gonna give Randall my DVD version of the Blues Brothers, and it comes in a nice steel metal box. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, and she said this was the very last one at the store, so I was like, oh, sweet. So yeah. So that was a good find. And then this one I've seen before, Visions, but I've never owned it. The classic, not the remake, the classic Carrie. Carrie. I've seen it before. I rented it like when I was 17, 18, and I haven't watched it since I was 17 or 18. But I've never owned it, and it was only $7. Oh, well, $7.99, so $8 with tax. So I think this was John Travolta's first movie. I know he did a TV show before this, so yeah. Let's see. I've never seen Silver Bullet, but you can't go wrong with Gary Busey. That's true. Is he in that? Part human, part wolf, total terror. Is Gary Busey in this? Oh, he is. Well, if you've never seen it, Visions, how did you know that Gary Busey was in the movie? Does it say it on the front? It does not say it on the front. How did you know that Gary Busey was in this? I'm just curious. Anyway, the third find, again, I've seen this movie. It's been a long time. I haven't seen it since I was 18, but I've rented it at Blockbuster because, yes, I'm that old. I rented it. I've just never owned it. Now I own it. So I cannot wait to watch an old classic, Carrie. And there he is, John Travolta, right there. So yeah. I am, oh, gotcha, Vision, gotcha. IMDb, that's right. Well, listen, Visions, well then maybe, you know, because you're always referring me to movies, I'll watch this, and if it's a good watch, I'll refer it to you in Pixel, because I know you love your cheesy horror movies just as much as I do, if not more, buddy. Probably more, because you sleep in a coffin, so, you know what I'm saying? But no, I looked everywhere, Vision. I didn't find any that one that Pixel told me about. He's like that all purple creature, the Gore Man, or the Gore Psycho, whatever that thing is. Then the one he told me about the robotic Santa that like goes fucking like he's a robotic Santa like at a department store, and he short circuits and goes fucking mad crazy and starts killing people at a gas station. And Visions, you've seen that one because Visions told, and Visions was not bullshitting. I looked it up. Visions, I looked it up on YouTube, and you said in the bar scene you can see an Exhumed Vision sticker, and I looked and looked and looked and looked, and I think I finally found it. So yeah, buddy. So I have got to get that. I think it's like Bloody Christmas Bloody or something like that. They have it at Walmart, but only in DVD. I'm getting that fucker on Blu-ray. That's right. So this is chopped full of goodies too, so I can't wait to watch Carrie. And then I got this one. The next one I got, I've seen this one before, I just don't have it. I don't have it in my collection, but now I do. I've seen every single Saw except for the Spiral one with Chris Rock. That's the latest addition to the Saw series. Again, I've seen this one. There's 7 Saws, and then they made this one, Jigsaw. I've seen this, and so it goes the 7 Saws, Jigsaw, then the Spiral, and then that's it so far. So I still need to get Spiral, buddy, and watch it. But Visions, I don't know if you and Pixel are big Jigsaw. I'm a big fan of Jigsaw, so thank God now I have this one. Now there's only one that I need to get. I need to get the Spiral one, and the collection will be complete, buddy. So I can't wait to watch this. All right. And then I just got some more Zoomy stickers, and that's about it. So that is the haul. Let's see. Everett McGill is great too. I'll have to give it a watch. Everett McGill. I don't know who Everett McGill is, but well, hold off, Visions. Don't watch it yet. I'm gonna watch it because if it's great, then I'll refer you to it. So tonight, I'm going to bust open this bad boy and watch all the bonus features and watch the movie. I just think it's fucking hilarious. Like, why the fuck would a vampire need a bat? I'm sure not a vampire. Why the fuck would a werewolf need a bat, right? A werewolf, he can run real fast. If you're a skinny werewolf, you go from skinny mini to fucking, 6'9", and you get fucking muscles and shit because you turn into a fucking werewolf. You got fangs. You can run real fast. You can, gnaw on someone's fucking neck off. You don't need a fucking bat. So the thing of him, and all these old 80s movies always have the greatest cartoon cover. Return of the Living Dead, they put tons of effort into it's like they painted. They didn't even use real people. It's always a cartoon painting of the movie on here. You know what I'm saying, Visions? And as soon as I saw it, he's all that holding a fucking bat. Then there's this fucking guy. It looks like Hulk Hogan is wolf-manning it out. You know what I'm saying? Then there's a teenage dude like on a fire-flamed motorcycle and shit. And I was like, this looks fucking hilarious. I read the back, and I was like, could this be another Chud movie? Could this be another gem? So as soon as I saw the fucking werewolf with a bat, I was like, oh, this looks fucking cheesy. This looks fucking great. I'm like, some random teenage kid on a fire-flamed motorcycle hauling ass, and he's driving away from a police squad car in a fucking werewolf. And I was like, this looks hilarious. I'm like, I have to get it. So yeah. He was in Twin Peaks and People Under the Stairs. You know what? I may know who he is, Visions. Let me look up his name. Let me go to Google and let me put a face with a picture. So, here we go. So, let me just go to images on Google. So, okay, let me just write his name in. Because I think I know who you're talking about. Everett McGill. I think I know who he is, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I know who this guy is. Yeah, he looks familiar. I haven't seen a lot of his work, but yeah, his face looks familiar, Visions. Yep, I've seen this guy and stuff. Yep. Oh, which, by the way, I'm going to stop doing yep, because basically Pixel, he's a funny guy, but Pixel did a voice recording. I don't know how you can do voice recordings on Twitter, but Pixel sent me a little voice clip of him doing it for a minute. Hey, Fears, yep. And I was like, he's making fun of my yep. So I'm going to try not to do that anymore. It's when I get excited. I mean to say yep once, and it just spirals into 4 fucking times. So yeah. I've never heard of People Under the Stairs. Is People Under the Stairs any good? Well, let's find out. Let's do a trailer reaction. People Under the Stairs. Never heard of it. Is it a horror movie or is it like a sci-fi adventure? Let's find out, Visions. Let's watch People Under the Stairs. I got to get on some more Sleepaway Camp, buddy, because I believe Pixel and you told me there's 4 or 5 of them. So we'll see what Angela does next. But it's so fucking retarded. If you kill someone, you'd be in jail for life. She manages to evade the cops, not once, not twice, but 4 fucking adventures. Highly doubt it. But apparently she gets away with it. Oh yeah, I'm coming back to camp next year. You are fucking idiots. Why don't you just close down the goddamn park? Or, I mean, the camp. Oh no, it's an isolated incident. Bitch, it happens 4 times in movies. It's not an isolated incident. You're an idiot. When will they ever learn, Visions? When will they ever learn? All right, let's find People Under the Stairs. Let me have a little look-see. Let's see if this is worth watching. People Under the Stairs. Let's see here. See, I'll do People Under the Stairs trailer. Okay, let's see here. Oh, wow. Well, this is a long time ago. 1991. Oh, and Wes Craven directed it. Oh, well, there we go. Well, let's have a little look-see.
Leanna Lynn relies on Spectrum Business to keep her shop connected with fast, reliable internet. The Spectrum Business Connect...
All right, here we go. Let's see here.
In every neighborhood, there is one house.
Oh, wow. This looks super old. This looks super old, dude. 1991 style. Oh, lordy.
And children cross the street to avoid. Now, Wes Craven, creator of A Nightmare on Elm Street, takes you inside. Something's in there.
We gotta get out of here, Leroy.
All sorts of rumors about what goes on in that house. The police never took it serious.
She's been feeding that thing between the walls again.
Very, very tense about this.
What goes on in this house is a sin. But what...
Oh, wow. Oh, so Visions, halfway through this trailer, someone is wearing a GIMP mask. Wow. You know, this GIMP thing, I don't get it. But apparently people are into this GIMP shit. There's a guy with a shotgun with a GIMP mask on, and he shoots some black guy. What the hell? This is more hilarious as time goes on. Well, already I'm sold because it's some hilarious guy in a house killing people with a GIMP mask on with a shotgun. Random.
Under the stairs is a nightmare. Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, I'm getting it. That is hilarious, Visions. Oh my god. It was out of nowhere. It was just out of nowhere. Some guy in a leather, it was like a leather dominatrix suit with a GIMP mask on with a fucking shotgun, and he goes, "The party's on, motherfucker." And I'm like, the party is on, motherfucker. It's fucking over with. Well, buddy, I will have to check it out. The minute I saw that, and he blows some guy away, and the minute I saw that, I was fucking losing my mind. There it is. The party's about to start. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The party's on, motherfucker. And I'm like, oh, yeah? Is it really on? Apparently, because you got a GIMP mask on and a full-on leather, motorcycle / dominatrix suit on. And he's killing people. Then at the end of the movie, or at the end of the trailer Visions, these zombie-fied type of demon people are, crawling out of the fucking closet, crawling out of the stairs, crawling out of, the fucking, laundromat and shit in this house, and they're coming from every which way. I have to check this out. And Vision says, yeah, I have that guy on a shirt. Do you? What, in the GIMP mask, in the dominatrix with the shotgun? That's pretty random, Visions, but when I come to visit you, please throw on that shirt, because I have to see that. You just stand there, fucking eyeing you down with the GIMP mask on, with a fucking double-barrel shotgun, with I guess it's a cross between a biker suit / dominatrix suit mixed together. So if you have that on a shirt, I have to fucking see this. So one day when we're hanging out, Visions, just throw that bad boy on, and I'll be like, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, man. That's great. That's great. Well, it looks super 80s. And it's got that one, skinny guy from, I forgot his name. It's that young, skinny actor from Twister. Because as soon as I saw his face, I was like, I've seen that guy. That guy's been on a lot of shit. I just don't recall his name. but he was in a lot of 80s, a lot of 90s movies. I don't know if he still acts, but he was in shitloads of 80s movies, shitloads of 90s. You know what I'm talking about, Visions. That real skinny guy with the short brown hair. He was in Twister. And he's got that line, when they were over at Meg's house, eating lunch, when they're all eating the steak and eggs, and he goes, "Hey, this is real lemonade." He goes, "Hey, Meg, I'm moving in here." It's that fucking guy, and he looks like in that movie, he looks like, I don't know, 25, 26, but he looks super young in The People Under the Stairs. He probably made that movie like when he was like, I don't know, 17, 18, because he looks super fucking young in that movie. Anyway, I don't recall the guy's name. Anyway, let's move on. But that movie does look. Let's do the review now. That movie does look hilarious, Visions, and I'm gonna have to add that to the list. So now the list is the Gorman Psycho that Pixel told me about. Then the Bloody Christmas Bloody, the one about the robotic Santa that just goes on a goddamn shit fit and starts killing everybody at a gas station and shit. Then that one that I just watched, People Under the Stairs. Then Night at the Comet, and then the surf Nazi zombies must die. I just find it hilarious. Not only is he a Nazi and a cyborg, he's a goddamn zombie. So he's three things. He's a Nazi, zombie, cyborg, because he's on a fucking surfboard with his face like falling off, and he's got a robotic hand. I'm like, and then that other one, Visions, that I found. You've never seen it, but you're like, Fears, watch it. The Surfer 2. And here's the funny thing. I did some research on it, Visions. I guess they were trying to pull a prank on the public. There is no Surfer 1. There's nothing. I looked. I Googled. I went to the Wikipedia of Surfer 2, and they said the reason why it's called Surfer 2 is they said they wanted everyone in the audience to think it was a sequel, but we never made a part 1. So I guess that was like they were pulling a prank on America or whatever. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense, but I'm like, cool prank. So it's literally just called Surf 2. Random. Yeah, I heard about that, Visions. He was in Titanic. He was in Twister. He was in his very first role. He played that punk guy with the blue spiky hair in not RoboCop, Terminator. He's the guy in the middle, like standing by the two other like punk rocker guys, and they see Arnold, the Terminator, walk up naked, and he's like, "Hey, nice night for a walk, eh?" That's his very first role. He was in Predator 2. He plays like some smart ass like detective, and I love his character in Predator 2, but he ends up getting like mutilated, like super killed to the fucking ninth degree by the Predator. Shoots like those spiked dagger things in him. He dies like in the fucking subway system. And if you guys haven't seen Predator 2, oh shit. That's a good movie. Alright, before I review this, I told you the stomach's been a rumbling, so I'll be back. I need to do a Crohn's dump. This is like the 16th Crohn's dump. I'll be right back. So go ahead and study Exhumed Vision's product, No Sleep, and contemplate buying this. Visions, you just have to keep writing in the chat. You will buy it. Fears told you to buy it. Visions is telling you to buy it. So just keep writing in the chat. You must buy my mug. You must buy my mug. You will buy my mug. Enhance it. Embrace it. Love it. Cherish it. Massage it. Feel it. Love it. Check it out. I'll be right back. Oh, man. I'm telling you, the Crohn's is a-flowing. I don't mean to gross anyone out, but oh, my lordy. Oh, my lordy, oh, my lordy, oh, my lordy. Ugh. It doesn't hurt that bad, you guys, but it hurts a little bit. Anyway, let's see. Well, Visions, what the hell? Listen, if you want more money and you want more merch, man, you didn't do what I said. I was expecting to come back and have a million messages from Lord Vision saying, you must buy this mug, you will embrace this mug. Think that you are the mug. Become the mug. Shame on you. Should have took Fierce's advice. See, now no more extra money. Shh. I'm just joking, Vision. I don't care. Anyway, let's see. Hero says, hey, Rezzy, you still hear Mama? Heroes, just be careful, because I'm having a prediction. If Sega sees these comments to Rezzy, oh my lord, World War 95 will ensue. Have you ever seen Red Tomato Face Sega? Whew. It gives Fears a run for my money. I've seen Sega at his most pissed off moment. I mean, oh, he's gotten pissed. We've all seen Sega pissed. I don't know. What's better? Fears getting pissed off? Because there's been some legendary freakouts of Fears. Or has there been more legendary freakouts from Sega? Let me know in the chat. Really, Visions? Wow. Vision says, I heard Rezzy and Sega broke up. Well, let me ask Rezzy. Rezzy, if you're... I don't mean to start any shit, but I'm curious, because Visions brings up a good point. Because me and Visions are curious. Is it a rumor or is it fact? Did you break up with Sega? Let me know. Hero says, no, Sega, this is not my words. This is Hero's words. He says it's all good. He's a bum. Oh Lord, Lord, oh Lord. So Rezzy, give us the details. Give us the juicy details. I think Rezzy's here because just a few moments ago she wrote High Visions. So Rezzy, I don't mean to bring up bad times or bad moments, but I'm kind of curious because Sega is my friend, Heroes is my friend, you're my friend, Rezzy. So did you guys really break up? I'm just curious. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to, but let me know. Anyway, let's get on. While I'm waiting for Visions and Rezzy to respond, let's do the review. Let's see. Joyboy says, have they ever actually been in the same room? That's a good question. I don't think so, Joyboy. Anyway, shout out to Joyboy. How you been? How you doing? But that's another question to ask Rezzy. Anyway, I'm going to make this review real quick. The first one is way better. I prefer the first one over the sequel. The sequel, it's okay. I'd give it a C+. So it's not good. It's not bad. They basically try to reduplicate what they did in the first one, except the only difference between this one is he's on a new case and there's a new villain. So I can't recommend this one. Thank God I got this at the thrift store and it was only like $2 because I basically wasted $2. It wasn't as good as the first one. The first performance of Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey, the very first movie, way better. Epic. I love the first one. The sequel, it's okay. It's okay to watch on a Sunday afternoon if it's like raining out and there's nothing to watch. Then it's, I guess, kind of worth a watch. But I wouldn't recommend it. It was kind of boring. But anyway, that's my review on it. Let's see here. Triple says, Sega is streaming right now with Rezzy in the chat, so I'm skeptic. I'm a skeptic. Okay. All right. I didn't even know he was streaming. Here, let me see. Is he streaming on YouTube or is he streaming on Twitch? Hang on, let me go to my Twitch channel. Let's have a little look-see. Let's go to Twitch and see if he's Twitch. I don't know what you youngsters call it. Well, is it casting? They're doing a Twitch cast or is it twitching? I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what you guys call it. I guess it's a Twitch cast. I don't know. I don't keep up with the old Twitch. The only reason why I have it is to watch Sega and
and if you're thinking about picking up Plague, she is incredibly good.
Watch,
personally, I put her
whenever Sam does one. And sometimes my friend Carissa does a Twitch cast too. And I've been my friend Carissa's friend like, oh shit, even before film school. So let's have a little look see. Okay, so he is. So he's Twitch casting. Ah, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe they still are together. I have no idea. It's really none of my business. Anyway. Let's see here. Joyboy says, can he just get one of those imports? Oh, shit. Oh, man. Wow, Joyboy. I'll admit that is kind of funny. I'm not laughing at Sega. Just the way you wrote it, Joyboy, kind of made me fucking lose my mind for a half a second. Oh, lordy. Anyway, but no. Anyway, on to the last topic. The Tommync2010 weekend hangout review. Whew, where to start? Oh, my lordy. Oh, by the way, I was also joking. Someone said I was lying. I didn't lie. I was joking around. To fool you guys, Tommy was already in town visiting his family. I was joking when I said, oh, yeah, I got to pick him up at the airport. I didn't pick him up at the airport. I picked up Tommy from his biological dad's house. Met his dad. Very nice. I met his real mom. Very nice people. Picked him up. Came over to Casa de Fears. We had some lunch the first day. I took him to Hogan's Beach Shop the first day. He loved that. Hulk Hogan wasn't in, but the manager told me the next time he's gonna be in town, which is sometime in June. But they said we would skip that one because his signings get really expensive when he has to travel to Orlando. He said if you want to get an autograph on the cheap, he goes, you already told me that you're going to plan to go to Clearwater. He goes, well, his beach shop is like 3 or 4 minutes away from his epic Gigoing Nuts mansion. I said, oh, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, so the autographs are a lot more cheaper if he doesn't have to travel. He goes, he charges a lot more if he has to travel to another city. I was like, okay, I'm like, that makes sense. So I'll probably skip that one. And whenever I decide to go down to his beach shop, because I want to try his beach, I want to check out his beach shop in Clearwater, and my buddy Eric, Visions, I texted him this idea. I said, hey, Eric, I said, I'm thinking about going down to Clearwater, doing a vlog down there, like staying the whole weekend. Like, as soon as I get off of work on Friday morning, I'll come home, sleep for like 2 hours, pack a bag, drive out, Friday afternoon. And it's a 3-hour drive, so if I left at around 11, I'd probably get there around 2 or 3, get a hotel, chill at the Hogan's Beach Shop the rest of the day, buy some cool shit, and then go to dinner, go to sleep, and then the next day, go to the beach during the day, and then around 7 or 8 at night, go to Hogan's. His restaurant is called Hogan's Hangout. So I think that's what I'm gonna do in hopefully about a month or 2. I don't know. We'll see. Whenever I can get around to it. There's so many vlogs. I don't want to create new vlogs. I need to get the old vlogs fucking up as soon as possible. So yeah. Joyboy says they're more like pen pals. Well, I mean, he's really in love with Rezzy, so God bless little Sega. Speaking of girls, before I move on to the Tommync2010 hangout, I haven't heard from that girl in 2 days. So, I don't know. Maybe she just wants a break. Maybe she's just hanging out this weekend. She told me she's going to hang out this weekend. She told me on... When did she tell me this? She goes, I'll message you when I can. She goes, I'm hanging out with my cousin this weekend. I went, oh, cool. I'm like, well, you guys have a good time. And she goes, but I'll try and, she goes, I know you've got a busy weekend with your friends. So she's like, I don't want to interrupt you guys. And I was like, no, you're not interrupting us. I said, if you want to say hi, say hi. She goes, I'll send you a cute selfie. She's into sending selfies. So whenever I do a face reveal for you guys, she doesn't want to film the first date in the vlog, like how... Like, Casey was all for vlogging. And she goes, yeah, why the fuck not? She's like, film the first date. So she doesn't want to film the first date. She goes, I really want to get to know you really well. She's like, because my last boyfriend fucked me over beyond belief. She told me the story, and I was like, that's pretty fucked up. I'll tell you guys what she told me in a minute. So she's like, I really just want to get to know you the first day. And she goes, I love the beach. So she goes, I love your idea, John, for the first date. She goes, I think lunch and dinner is good, and... She goes, we'll have a little, snack, near the beach. And I said, well, I know a perfect place in Daytona Beach where you can get like buy stuff right off. I said right off the beach. I said me and my friend Randall's gone there tons of time. I said I went to the beach there alone, just to hang out on the beach and just chill on the beach and work on my tan alone. And I said I've had a snack there. She goes, oh, that sounds good. And she goes, I love walking on the beach. And I was like, that's cool. I said we'll come back. And if she wants to go to Elsie's party, then I'm gonna invite her. If she's tired and she's had enough, then she'll probably call it a night. But she's like, she goes, I don't mind being in a vlog and a video, because I told her about my YouTube channel, guys. She's all for it. She goes, I think that's cool that you're chasing your passion. She goes, I don't mind being in a video later on, because I told her, I said, it's kind of a package deal. She goes, no. She goes, I would never, like, crush your dreams, crush your passions. She's like, because I have passions. I said, well, that's good. And she's like, she goes, I love fashion. She goes, my sister and cousin are photographers. And I was like, oh, that's a cool job. So she said, anytime I want to take a cute photo and put it on my social medias, she goes, I'd rather let them take my cell phone, because I don't have a professional camera. But she goes, since my cousin and my sister are, oh wait, not her sister. She said her cousin is a photographer. She just takes my photos. But she's like, that's why, John, I've sent you. She goes, every selfie I've sent you, that's me taking them. And I went, oh, okay. But she's like, other ones where you don't see my hand holding it, that's my cousin taking a photo of me. And I was like, look, you're beautiful either way. So I'm like, tell your cousin she's a great photographer. She goes, oh, she is. She really is. Like, she does really good. I said, where does she work? And she's like, oh, I'll tell you on the date. She's like, but she's a professional photographer. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. So, yeah. So she's all for vlogging, just not the first date. So... But she's like, well, maybe you can make a little slideshow of our first day, because we'll take some photos. We'll take some cute selfies on the beach. I was like, I'm down for whatever. I'm like, let me know. So the last time I heard from her was Thursday. She did send me a cute selfie yesterday. 2. One with her and her cousin, and then one with her. So technically I heard from her yesterday, but she didn't write any messages. She just sent me a photo. And then I sent a cute photo back. So things seem to be going really well, because I told Sam. The only thing about her is she feels nervous, because she's like, well, I don't want you to fuck me over like the last guy. And so I'll tell you guys what she went through. I said, listen, I had a horrible breakup. And I said, I get it. It hurts. I said, it hurts. And she said, well, she goes, let me tell you the story. So she's like, I was in love with this guy. She goes, I wanted to marry him. I said, how long were you guys together? She goes, 2.5 years. I said, that's a long time. She goes, yeah. So she's like, so we move in together, and he insisted that I move to Orlando, because she's from Miami, or she lives in Miami. And so she goes, I had to find a job in Orlando. I moved there. She goes, all of a sudden I come home one day and I find him cheating. But she goes, here's the kicker, John. And I said, yeah. She goes, it gets worse. I'm like, okay. I'm like, already that sounds pretty bad. And she's like, well, she goes, I get home and I don't catch him right away. So he's like, hey, babe, I'm going to go, grocery shopping. He's like, can you start dinner? Well, apparently, while he was out and about grocery shopping, he texts another girl and says, come over later. So basically because he knew that she was going to, the girl that I'm talking to, he knew that she was going to step out at some point, right? And I was like, wow, so this motherfucker had the balls to text another girl, come over later on. Well, apparently that other girl, I guess she thought, like, come over right now. So while the girl that I'm talking to is cooking dinner, all of a sudden there's a little knock at the door, she told me. She answers the door, and not only does the girl say, who are you? And then the girl that I'm talking to goes, no, who are you? She goes, well, apparently I'm dating your boyfriend. And she's like, what? But here's the kicker. She goes, John, here's the kicker. She goes, when I open the door, I notice that she's pregnant. So that guy got another girl pregnant. And so then the girl that I'm talking to waited until that guy got back. And she goes, you're a disgusting human being. Peace. Later, you can have this bitch. And she just packed up all of her stuff and left. And I said, I can understand. I said, after a story like that, I can understand why you're a little nervous. And she goes, yeah. She goes, I haven't dated anyone since 2021. I said, well, listen, I said, it's even worse for me. I said, I haven't dated anyone in 4 years. And I said, my breakup wasn't as bad as that, but I said, I really loved the last girl. I said, I wanted to marry the last girl. I said, I thought about buying a ring. I said, thank God I didn't buy a ring, but I said, I was pretty close. So I said, I kind of understand what you're going through. I said, my breakup wasn't as intense and as crazy as that. So she said, well, I'm also nervous about something else. And I said, what's up? She goes, well, as you know, I'm from France. She goes, and even though I speak 4 languages, she's like, my English, she goes, I'm still learning. So she's like, you're going to have to be patient because some words I understand and some words I don't. And I was like, well, I said, we've gotten along quite well. She's like, yeah, but she's like, you talk really fast. And I said, I do. And she goes, people that are learning English, you have to be slow so we can understand, and then I have to think about what I want to say. And that's when I found out how many languages, because we had this conversation a couple days ago. And I said, just curious, I said, how many languages do you speak? She goes, well, I'm from France. I was born there. She goes, my father is French, but he's got a little bit of Arabic in him. I guess that's where she gets her tan from. So she's like, I speak Arabic. She goes, I speak French. She goes, I speak English. And I think she said in school, I don't know if she learned German in college or German in high school, but she just said in school. In school, I learned German. I was like, that's pretty impressive. I said, I only know English and a little bit of Spanish. I said, in high school and in college, I said, I took Spanish. I said, now I work with a bunch of Spanish people at the FedEx factory. So I said, I've been kind of boning up on my Spanish, but I said, I don't speak it fluently. And she's like, well, she goes, I'm just nervous that you'll get impatient with me and like dump me because she goes, my English is okay. And I was like, I've been getting along. I said, listen, I said, if you ever can't think of a word, I said, just grab my phone and hit notes and just write it to me. I said, so far, I said, I can understand you pretty good. And I said, if you need practice, just keep talking to me. And I said, practice makes perfect with anything, not just learning a new language. Anything. You want to be a master, jogger, runner in the Olympics? Well, you have to train and you have to run. Practice makes perfect. So I said, just keep practicing your English. But I said, I'm not the type of guy that would be like, no, you can't speak English. Fuck you. You're out of here. I said, that's not me. I said, I'm a good guy. I said, whoever I date, I treat them with dignity and respect. She goes, well, you sound a lot better than this last guy. I said, well, I've never cheated on anyone. And I said, nor have I gotten anyone pregnant. So I said, I'm a hell of a lot better than your last fucking Mr. Hilarious. And she was like, oh, yeah. She's like, I said, you've got nothing to worry about. I said, if it works out, great. I said, if it doesn't work out, I said, let's get the first date, in the bag. I said, we can worry about all this other shiat later. So she was getting a tiny bit ahead of herself. But I understand why, because she's a little nervous because it's her first date in 2 years. I said, I'm more nervous because it's my first date in not 1 year, not 2 years, but 4 years. Whew. So I'm a tad bit nervous. So yeah. Let's see. Joy Boy says, oh wait, I already read that one. Triple says, fears, I haven't seen the Bisco bomb in a vlog yet. Well, listen, we were going to go to Friar Tuck's, but at the last minute, Tommy changed his mind. I'm going to get to that. We walk into Friar Tuck, and they know me by name because I've been there so many times, right, Triple? And they're like, hey, John, you're back. Like, well, you haven't had lunch or the Sunday roast in a while. I said, I know. I said, it's been a minute. I said, I decided to take my friend Tommync2010, to dinner. She goes, well, I just want to let you know there's going to be a 45-minute wait. And I looked over at Tommy, and I said, hey, Tommy, I said, I said, is that okay? And he goes, no. He goes, John, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. He goes, I'm hungry. I want to eat now. I went, all right. And so I just looked over. I said, you know what? I said, my friend doesn't want to wait 45 minutes. So I said, I'll catch you next time. She goes, well, I could seat you now, John. And I said, well, I said, if you can seat us now, I said, I would feel bad. I said, there was 10 people in there in line waiting. So I said, I really don't feel comfortable, like, having you bump us to the front of the line. I said, because then all those people will be disappointed and they'll be probably a little pissed. She goes, John, you're a regular. You come in here all the time. I said, yeah. I said, but even though I'm a regular, I said, I don't want to cut in front of someone. I said, that's me being a bad person. If I said, yeah, fuck you guys. You've been waiting in line. I'm more important. Fuck you. I said, I'm not that type of dude. I said, I'll just catch you next time. I said, if my friend doesn't want to wait, he doesn't want to wait. And I didn't make a big deal about it. And then we got to the car, and Tommy's like, you sure you're not bummed? I was like, I'm not bummed, Tommy. I'm like, I really wanted you to try the Friar Tuck food. I said, because I said, I'm going to take Pixel there whenever he comes to visit. I said, when Visions and his girlfriend come to visit down here, I said, I'm going to take them there too. I said, Tommy, I said, you're missing out on some good food, buddy. I said, that food is fucking amazing. So I said, I said, Tommy, if you visit in a year, I said, then I'll take you. He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm just really hungry. I just don't want to wait 45 minutes. And I'm like, it's fine. I said, I'm just letting you know you're missing out on some good food, buddy. I said, it would be worth the 45-minute wait. But anyway, eventually you'll see it, Triple. Eventually you will see it. I try to get the bomb dinner always, and I try to get the well, you've seen it in pictures, Triple, because you follow me on Instagram. So I've got the bomb dinner, and then I've Instagrammed it because it's that fucking good. So yeah, you've seen it. You just never seen it in a vlog yet. So yeah. Hero says that Sega is a toilet bug. Oh my lord. This is getting deep. This is getting really deep. And then Heroes is entitled to an opinion, but I'm not gonna read what he said about Casey because me and her are still friends. Yo, J-Man says, "What up, buddy? What up, J-Man? How are you and Mary doing? Are you guys feeling better? Is your car? I know you got into an accident, J-Man. How are you guys feeling? No broken bones, I hope, right? On you or Mary. And how's your car? Is your car doing good? Is it fixed now, or did it get totally totaled? Let me know." Is that when you guys went to Arby's? No, Visions. That was the first time. The very first day, he said, hey, Fears, where do you want to go eat? I said, Tommy, I said, I don't care. I said, I'm a foodie. I love food. I said, plus, I said, you're my guest. So I said, there's shitloads of places around my house to eat. I said, I'll just drive down the road. And I said, I'll just start naming off places and just point. He goes, yeah. He goes, I don't want to go to a restaurant. He goes, I just want something quick and easy. I went, sounds good to me. And so he goes, do you have an Arby's nearby? And I said, yeah. I said, it's not down. I said, it's about not near my house. I said, it's about 20 minutes down the road. He goes, oh, that's fine. He goes, let's go there. He goes, if I see anything else that sparks my interest on the way, he goes, is there restaurants on the way to Arby's? I said, Tommy, I said, I live in the heart of tourism, in Orlando, Claremont, Kissimmee area. I said, there's fucking hotels everywhere. There's food everywhere. There's little roadside attractions everywhere. I said, there's big tourist attractions everywhere. I said, this is fucking tourist kingdom. I said, there's going to be a shitload of restaurants. He said, well, he goes, if I find anything else that tickles my fancy, and I about fucking lost it when he said tickle my fancy, Visions. It took every ounce of my energy not to laugh because I wasn't laughing at him. I was laughing at the fucking, well, whatever tickles my fancy. And I was like, tickles my fancy. It's fucking over with. So I loved that. I thought that was a funny little gag. But I kind of was like that, kind of like laughing under my breath. But I'm not making fun of him. But so yeah, that first night we went to Arby's. The second night, instead of going to the Friar Tuck, he goes, I'm kind of craving some BK Lounge. I went, listen, I said, Fears. I said, anytime I can go to the BK Lounge, I love me some BK Lounge. I didn't say it out loud, but in my mind, I'm like, Friar Tuck is way better than the BK Lounge. So I'm like, I said it in my mind, Visions. I'm like, you're missing out on some amazing fucking British food. But I'm like, it's Tommy's trip. I said, I want to make it as enjoyable as possible. I want to be a good guest. I want to be a good, I'm sorry. I want to be a good host. So I said, Tommy, wherever you want to eat. I said, I'm easy Ozy. I don't care where we go. I didn't tell Tommy, I was a tiny bit bummed that he didn't want to wait 45 minutes at the Friar Tuck, because I guarantee you, if he would have waited, he would have loved the food, Visions. I'm telling you, Visions, when you and your lady come to visit me down here, you and your lady are going to love it. I said Pixel the same thing. I said, Pixel, whenever you get a chance to come down and visit me down here, because I'm planning to go visit Pixel down there, and Pixel's like, Fears, when I get a chance, I'll return the favor and come down. I want Visions to come down here with his lady so I can show you guys around here, Visions. Visions, when you come down with your lady, I swear you and your lady are going to love Friar Tuck's. The food is spectacular. You know how, Tommy goes fucking nuts on that Denny's in Black Mountain for some reason? Fears goes, my little spot that I love, my favorite restaurant, my epic Denny's is the Friar Tuck's. So yeah, and it helps that I've had British food a million times, so I'm used to that food. But they make some really, and every single person that works at the Friar Tuck is British. A British family owns it. They moved to America and said we brought the best elements of England to, Florida. I went, it's a nice little business. Good on you guys for bettering your lives, having your own fucking business. And I was like, oh, well, Visions will love that. Visions said, yeah, fuck 9 to 5. Fuck you, I'm my own boss. That's basically what they did, Visions. They're like, no, we don't like this 9 to 5 bullshit. And instead of opening a website, Visions, like you did, they opened up their own restaurant. And they're like, we can make our own hours. We can do and say whatever the hell we want. We can serve whatever we want. So I was like, oh, well, Visions will like that because he's an entrepreneur just like these people. So, yeah. And I didn't say your name, Visions, but the last time I ate there, I was like, well, I said my buddy kind of did the same thing that you did. I said, except instead of opening a restaurant, I said he sells epic merch online. And the owner of the Friar Tuck was like what? I said anything and everything. Stickers, posters, fucking hilarious mugs, T-shirts, records, paintings. I said he does it all. And the lady thought that was very cool, Visions. So, yeah. J-Man says, we are hanging in there. Mary has found out this weekend that her mother has less than 2 weeks to live. Oh, that's fucked up. Well, J-Man, I'm sorry to hear about Mary's mother. I hope that isn't the case, buddy. I hope she gets well. But in case she doesn't, I'm going to pray for the next 2 weeks for Mary's mother. So every time I go to church, I always do a prayer in the morning to start the day off right. And I always say a prayer right before bedtime. So all the prayers for the next 2 weeks are going to be for 2 people. Or, well, 2 groups. I always pray for my entire family. And then I will pray for you and Mary. So I got you covered, buddy. I got you covered. I hope that isn't the case. I hope her mother doesn't pass away. But I will be praying like crazy, buddy. I really will. So tell Mary I'm really sorry about that bad news. But tell her to think positive, and let me give you some advice, Mary. Whenever you watch this, spend as much time with your mom as possible, because when I found out it was coming, close to the end of my dad's time, I spent every waking moment with my dad. The fans even convinced me, the right fears, you need to get the fuck to Missouri right fucking now. And I think Triple said it, Tyler said it, Vision said it, Pixel said it. A bunch of people said, they're like, Fears, stop what you're doing, take off work, get the fuck down to Missouri right now. And I'm so glad I took your guys' advice, because I got to have a good 3.5 weeks with my dad before, the end. And I spent every waking moment, We went to my dad was in the hospital, then he got better, and then they got him into a hospice, then he got worse, then he had to go back to the hospital, then he got better, and then he went back to the hospice, and then truly towards the end, they let him go home, like my mom's home, for a little bit, and then I guess whenever he got COVID, and it got really bad, then my mom put him back in the hospital, and then he ended up passing away in the hospital, and there we are. But throughout that whole endeavor, I helped my mom out. I said, Mom, whatever you need, you let me know. I said, if you need me to go buy Dad food, whatever. I said, if Grandma needs help, I said, whatever you and Dad and the family need, I'm here. I said, if this truly is the end, I said, let's make it happen. I said, let's create some happy moments, even though fucking cancer is not happy. I said, let's try and make Dad as comfortable and as happy as possible. My mom's like, I couldn't agree more. So, yeah. So, I'm telling you, J-Man, from experience, if it truly is the end for Mary's mom, tell her to hang out with her mom. You and Mary hang out with her mom as much as possible. Seriously. J-Man says, appreciate it, Fears. Hey, man, we're good buddies. You've supported all, not just my YouTube, all my social media, my TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit since the very beginning, buddy. Since Raz invited me into the community. So, we're good friends. So hopefully, J-Man, you and Mary can come down here one day and we'll hang out. You can be in a vlog. Oh, yeah, buddy. All right. Back to the Tommync2010 Hangout Review, Visions. So Friday, I picked him up, met his dad. His dad's a really nice guy, his biological dad. I'm not going to say his name on camera. We got back here. I said, Tommy, I had to convince Tommy to take my bed. And he goes, I'm not going to take your bed, John. I said, Tommy, I said, this turns into a bed. I'll be fine. I said, I've had many naps on this. I said, so I'm used to sleeping in my bed. I'm used to sleeping on the couch. I said, I don't care. I said, Fears can fall asleep in that. I've fallen asleep in that metal chair over there. I said, I said, whenever I was in Boy Scouts as a kid, I slept on the ground. I said, I've slept everywhere. I said, all I need is a pillow and a blanket. I'm good. That's why Pixel was like, Fierce, look, when you go visit Visions, you don't have any options. You're going to sleep in the coffin. I was like, that's not fucking happening. I said, I will sleep out in Visions' front yard if I have to. Or Visions, maybe I can like chill in the backyard with that homeless guy that you said that cuts your grass. I'd rather sleep out in the backyard than in a coffin. So I was like, I even told Visions, I'm like, give me a pillow, give me a blanket. I will crash on the couch. I will crash on the floor. If Visions has a guest bedroom, I'll stay in there. I don't care where I stay, as long as I get to hang out with the epic Lord Visions for a week and get on some Goonie locations. I'll be as happy as a little kid in a candy store. Fears will be even more happy than a kid at a candy store. I'll fucking destroy that candy store. I'll be like, give me all that fucking candy, biatches. So that's right. So J-Man, you and Mary have got to come down here. I try to meet as many of my fans as possible. And my friends that are fans. So after we got Tommy settled, he's like, I'm hungry. And I was like, wherever you want to go. And he was craving some Arby's. And I never tried their chicken tenders and their french fries. I always get like a hamburger at Arby's. Or I get their roast beef, whatever that fucking thing is. Because I love roast beef. But I said, you know what? I said, I'll try something different. So I went up to the register and I said, hey, my man, I said, how's your guys' chicken tenders? And he's like, I like them. So we ate. We did the live stream on Friday night. And then after we ate, we went to the Hogan's Beach Shop. Vlogged in the Hogan's Beach Shop. We got to do a promo in the fucking ring. Went fucking nuts. Tommy was in my face. And Visions, I was spitting out. The trash talking. Tommy's like, Fierce, really get into it. I was like, look, Tommy, I said, I'm going to get into it. I said, I'm not that much of an actor. I'm an okay actor, I said, I act pretty good in the Fears Man cartoons. I said, I've acted in short films. I do okay, but I said, if anything, Fears is good at trash talking. Because I've trash talked, the trolls for years. So I said, I'm good. I'm ready. So he flips on the camera. I flip on my camera. And I'm like, Tommy, you fat son of a bitch. And he's like, don't even go there. I'm like, I will go there. I've already went there. And I said, look, Tommy, I said, you name the time and the place. And I said, this wrestling match is on. I said, it's on like Donkey Kong. And I said, you can go off and smoke your bong after we get done. I'm like, I will turn you into Donkey Kong, biatch. So he's saying all his shit Visions. And I think the best thing that I spewed out in the in the trash talking promo. Pixel, are you ready for this? I said, look, Tom, I said, here's the deal. I said, you name the time, you name the place, and I said, when that happens, I said, I will shove my foot so far up your fucking ass. I said, you'll be spitting out my toenails for a month. That was probably the greatest line I made up, Visions. Tommy starts, giggling in the background. We turn off the camera. I start fucking giggling. The manager that was running Hogan's Beach Shops, like, I'm fucking losing. He goes, that was great, Fears. I said, right on, thanks, buddy. We buy some merch there. Then the manager said, since you guys are YouTubers, he goes, can I take a photo with you? And I said, Tommy's a bigger YouTuber than I am, but I said, sure. So I'm going to post that selfie of me, Tommy, and the cool manager, because the manager, I've been in there before with Randy. He's like, yeah, I remember you, Fears, like vlogging and stuff. He's like, you can vlog as much as you want. You can film as much as you want. Go fucking nuts, buddy. He goes, that's just self-promotion for the store. I went, hell yeah, it is. So we had a good time doing that. Came back, did the live stream, went to bed on Friday, 12-ish. Woke up on Saturday, and I made Tommy eggs and toast. I said, what do you crave? And I said, do you want to go to Denny's? I said, do you want to go to IHOP? And he goes, do you know how to make eggs? And I said, I do not know how to make eggs. He goes, I'd love just some eggs and toast. And I was like, I can eat some eggs and toast for breakfast. I said, right on. Made him eggs and toast. And then the first mission was to find, he said, I need to get my boss and my friend. Again, I think he gave it to Ashley. I just get Ashley and Crystal mixed up. So if I'm wrong on this, you guys let me know. Ashley is the real thin girl that I've seen her that she wears a lot of purple. And Crystal's kind of the bigger, big bone kind of fat girl that has blonde hair. And I think Tommy took Crystal to prom. I think. And Crystal's the one that he got drunk with in some video or something like that. Anyway, so I said, we can find those alligator heads. I said, Tommy, I know 3 places where they sell those alligator heads. I said, they sell them at the gas station across the street from my apartment complex. I said, they sell them at the Dollar Tree. I said, or if you go to any Florida gift shop, they've got those alligator heads. And they actually did look pretty cool. I may buy one and put them on one of the shelves since I do live in Florida. But I didn't want to spend too much because I've already spent a good chunk of change this weekend. And I was like, you know what, Tommy? No more money. No more spending money. Because I already spent a lot this weekend. Not too much, but enough. And so we went to 2 places, and the place that he ended up buying the alligator head, he goes, you know what, Johnny? I like the alligator heads at Dollar Tree. He goes, but I'll be honest. He goes, the ones that I found that were better and top quality, and I said, yeah. He goes, we're actually at that gas station. So I said, go buy them at the gas station. So he buys them, took them back to my house. Then we head off to the mall, and we went to Slackers, Hot Topic, FYE, Zoomies, oh God, where else? But the highlight was FYE. He bought that Michael Myers plushie for Ashley or Crystal. I can't remember whichever one of his friends. And then he bought himself a Joker action figure. And I got to admit, that Joker action figure looked pretty badass. It was the Heath Ledger version of Joker. And I said, oh, you're getting that, Tommy? And he goes, oh, yeah. And he goes, you going to get anything? I said, Tommy, you know me and my Blu-rays. I said, I can't let Pixel and Visions and myself down. I said, I gotta find some good gems. Now, unfortunately, I didn't find any on the list, Visions. I tried. I asked. I said, do you have Night at the Comet? And they looked it up. They're like, no. They said, we did. They said, we had it about a month ago. And I was like, oh, damn. I said, what about, Psycho Gorsman? The one Pixel. Gorman Psycho. And they're like, no, we don't even know what that is. It's not in our system. I said, what about Bloody, Christmas Bloody, the robotic Santa, goes batshit crazy and malfunctions and kills people at a gas station? They're like, no, never heard of it. I was like, fuck! Nothing, buddy. No blood gnomes, nothing. What's the other one, Visions, that you told me? You told me about blood gnomes. What's that fucking scarecrow one that's on your Instagram? I tried to find that. That one looks hilarious, buddy. If you guys ever want to see a hilarious clip, go to Visions story on and it's Vision, you know what I'm talking about. It's some skinny, slutty, cheerleader chick running away, and there's this scarecrow with a pumpkin on his head, fucking blood all over his overalls, because it's in country bumpkin hillbilly land. I don't understand the clip. I don't understand, Vision. She's almost out of there. She's almost gotten away from the fucking scarecrow guy. Then the stupid slutty bitch turns around. Oh no! Please stop! Why would you say that? Just fucking run! Just run away! Keep running! But the fucking bitch turns around. Oh no! Oh shit! Fuck me! And then what does he do? He fucking axes her to pieces, and blood goes everywhere. But it is hilarious, Vision. So I gotta find that one too. I just don't know the name of that one. But I took a picture of that fucking cover that you have on your Instagram. I just gotta find it. I just don't know the name of it, but if you can write me the name of that fucking hilarious 80s scarecrow killing the hot cheerleader slut bitch, whatever her name is, if you could give me the name of it, buddy, I'll find it. Because you guys know Fears will search to the ends of the earth. I have to get them on the list. But the big one that I want to get, Visions, is when I go to V-Stock on my Missouri trip, and I'll vlog it. If I find Night at the Comet, I'm going to vlog it. I'm going to vlog the gems that I get either way, but I'm like, if I vlog the ones that are on the list, that'll be extra special. So yeah, I gotta find that. The one that I really want to get is the crazy surf Nazi zombie must die. I gotta find that one, and I gotta find the fucking Surf 2 one, you know, because it's so goddamn random. Anyway, back to the Tommy review. So we go to FYE, and I'll show you guys the gems that I found at FYE one more time. Vision says, you must be talking about Psycho Scarecrow. Yeah, it's on your Instagram. You know what I'm talking about, right, Vision? He either has an axe or he revs up a fucking chainsaw, and the cheerleader bitch, she's almost out of there, and she turns around for some reason. Oh no! Fuck me! Leave me alone! Stay away! And I'm like, why would you even say that? You're miles away. Why would you stop and turn around at some psycho scarecrow that came alive and is going to kill you? Just keep running. But the fucking bitch turns around. Oh no, please stop. Or she says some shit like that. And then what happens, Visions? You've seen it. She gets hacked to pieces, you know? And I saw that little clip on your Instagram story, you know? So it's called Psycho Scarecrow. All right, well, I'm adding that to the list, buddy. And now that I've watched People Under the Stairs, I'm adding that to the list, too. So I'm going to try and find these gems. Another one, Visions, is the one that you picked up, the car. Remember the black, what is it, the black Ford car or whatever? Or what type of car is it? I can't remember. It's not a Ford, because a Ford is a certain type of truck. It's a, I don't know if it's a Plymouth, something like that, but it's just called The Car, where the car comes alive and just starts killing people in this old, like, country bumpkin, like, western town, and, like, the sheriff has to pretty much destroy the car and, like, save him and the other citizens in the town, and he has to save his family. And the minute Visions told me about that, I'm like, that sounds kind of like Maximum Overdrive, you know, Stephen King's, except instead of, like, trucks and every single machine coming to life, it's just one car coming to life and killing people in a small country town with a redneck, like, hillbilly, like, sheriff. Because I watched the trailer, not on camera, Visions, but the minute you told me, and as soon as I watched it by myself here, I was like, that's fucking hilarious. That looks hilarious. It seems hilarious. I'm adding that to the list. So I'm also gonna try and find that one, buddy. So yeah. I think it's a modified car. I'm sure Jay Leno knows it. Oh, I'm sure he does, buddy. Yeah, it's some type of modified car, and it takes place in the future, right, or some shit. And the car, like, comes to life somehow, some way, even though that would never fucking happen. But these fucking hilarious horror movies are like, oh yeah, well, there's a will, there's a way. Oh yeah, we'll find out a way. I'm like, you guys are fucking hilarious. I'm like, you always find some mystical fucking way. Same thing, like, when I watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space, that is the most stupidest rat shit I've ever seen in my life, but it's fucking hilarious. You have to own it. It's the most dumbest idea ever, but somebody actually sat down in a meeting one day and was like, you know what? I got an idea. It's going to make millions. It's going to make millions. I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot. It's not going to make millions. It's a cheap little horror movie. But someone actually thought this would be a good idea. I admit, it's a fucking hilarious idea for a cheap B movie, but these people thought, oh, it's going to be legendary. Legendary. It's going to be a top quality fucking movie. People are going to be talking about this for fucking centuries. No, not going to talk about it for centuries. But it is hilarious, and Fears owns it. And every once in a while, I pop in the cheesy movie, Killer Clowns, and the same guy that plays the cop, he's the fucking hilarious old guy from the Knight Rider. He plays the old-ass cop, and he's in Knight Rider, and he's in Animal House as the dean, and he's in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and he played that jerk that tries to kill Ernest P. Worrell in Ernest Goes to Camp at the very end. So that guy definitely, I don't know whose agent he was, but that guy was in some hilarious shit. But Visions, thank you for telling me about that. I will definitely check into some Psycho Scarecrow. I will admit, the chick, even though she turns around and gets slaughtered, and she's a dumb bitch, she's a hot dumb bitch. Like in her skimpy cheerleading, she's like 27. Oh, please save me! He's not going to save you. He's a psycho scarecrow with an axe. You're a fucking idiot. You're going to get sliced up in about 2 seconds. So I can't wait to watch that, buddy. I will say this. When she does get hacked up, Visions, hopefully it's not too gory because you know my stomach. I get a little queasy. In that one clip, you just see shitloads of blood, like hit the cornfield and shit, or the corn, because she's running through a cornfield or a corn maze or some shit. If it's too bloody, if it's like the pig vomit movie that you had me watch the trailer, then I may have to skip Psycho Scarecrow. But I'll give it a go. All right, back to the Tommync 2010 review. So we left off at FYE. For everyone that didn't see the gems, these are the gems that I picked up. So again, I kind of let myself down and Visions and Pixel down. I just couldn't find any off the hilarious horror movie list, but I found some new ones. So I found Silver Bullet. So I can't wait to watch this tonight. It looks fucking hilarious. I got me some Jigsaw. And a classic. I've seen this, but I've never owned it until now. But I'm going to rewatch it because I've never seen all the bonus features. A little bit of Carrie. Yep. She's at the prom, you know, having a good time. And then the fucking bullies are like, hey, Carrie, you're a fucking bitch. And what happens? They throw red paint on her. And she goes, oh, you just fucked me. Now I'm going to, like, pull out my psycho powers. My psychic powers. And I'm going to be killing all you motherfuckers. And then I got the steel book of a classic, The Blues Brothers. Oh yeah. So I'm either gonna watch. It's down to these three. Since I've already watched Carrie, I'm gonna save that for another night. It's down to either I'm gonna watch this tonight, or I'm gonna watch this again tonight because again I've never seen all, like, from tier down. It's just shitloads of bonus features. So I'm like, the only thing I've ever seen of the Blues Brothers Visions is when I watched Blues Brothers 2000, the sequel. On that DVD, they've got shitloads of bonus features, but I've never seen the bonus features from the first one. So, and that's one of the reasons why I get Blu-rays is because I love every aspect of filmmaking. So I love how they make it. I love all the blooper reels. I love how they shot it from start to finish, you know, front to back, back to front. I love all the filmmaking process. So sometimes I watch the bonus features before I even watch the movie because I'm so excited to watch the bonus features. I'm like, well, fuck the movie for about 20 minutes. Let me catch up on all the bonus features, then I'll watch the movie. Unless it's a movie I've never seen. If it's a movie I've never seen like this, like this, then I'll watch the movie first because I don't want the bonus features to, mess up the movie for me. But I'm excited to watch this. So most likely it's going to be this, and I'll review it tomorrow before work. So yeah. So then after we got done at FYE, let's see what else did we do? We instead of going to the Friar Tuck, he wanted some BK Lounge because he didn't want to wait 45 minutes. Tommy, I love you, buddy. I really think you should have waited for Friar Tuck. I'm just saying. Because it's really good. It's really good. So hopefully next time he comes, I can take him. And again, Visions, when you and your lady come down, I will take you there. It's not if you'll like it, you guys will love it. Pixel, the same thing. You'll love it, man. When Pixel comes down, I'm taking him there. When Visions and his lady come down, I'm taking you guys there too. Because the food is phenomenal. I loved it so much, I bought my mom a Friar Tuck's mug as part of her Mother's Day gift. She loved that entire gift, by the way, guys. And the same day I bought her mug, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I love coffee. I'm going to get my Friar Tuck's mug, too. So I'm like, why not? I literally looked at the lady. I said, excuse me, ma'am. I said, go ahead and throw another mug in for me. And she thought I was getting 2 mugs for my mom. She goes, oh, you want another mug for your mom? I'm like, no, 1 mug for my mom to drink her tea in. I said, another mug for me. Vision said he could have starved to death in 45 minutes. I think he would have been okay, Visions. Again, you haven't had Friar Tuck's yet, buddy, but when you come, it'll be worth the wait. I'm telling you, me, you, and your lady will sit down. I'm like, hey, Visions, what do you think of the food? And you'll love it. I guarantee it. Guaranteed. The food is phenomenal. And I've had almost not everything on the menu, but almost everything on the menu. And so far, there's not one thing that I don't like on the menu. Again, I haven't had the entire menu, but almost the entire menu, and there's like 15 to 20 things. I don't recall. I don't want to lie. I don't recall how many is on the menu. It's somewhere between 15 and 20 items, and every single item is amazing so far. So I'll let you guys know when I achieve the entire menu, but trust me, Visions, you'll love it. I think Tommy could have lasted 45 minutes. I'm just saying. He should have waited. In my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. He could have waited, but I kind of lied to Tommy. He's like, "Hey, are you mad? Are you bummed?" I said, "Oh, I didn't really lie. I said I'm not mad at all." But I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him that I was a little bummed. I actually kind of was a little bit bummed that he didn't go. I'm telling you, if he would have just waited, he would have loved the food. But it's his vacation, so I was like, "Listen, I just want to be a good host. Wherever you go," I said, "Tommy, I don't really care where we go." But I kind of told him, but I kind of didn't. I said, all I said to him, Visions, and everybody else, I said, all I'm going to say, Tommy, is it's worth the wait, and you're missing out on some amazing British food. That's all I said. So, yeah. Oh, I know, Visions. I know you were just kidding, buddy. But funny he wouldn't wait 45 minutes for a unique, nice meal, but was willing to travel 20 minutes away for an Arby's. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, because the Arby's, it's close to my house, but it's not like super close. It's like, I'll be honest, I don't even think it's 20 minutes. I think it's 10 to 20 minutes, somewhere in there, maybe 15. I'll be honest, I don't really recall, Visions. I'm pretty sure it's 20 minutes, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, Anyway. But he told me, he promises, he said, "Fears, the next time I come down, put your foot down," and I should have put my foot down and said, "No, Tommy, we're staying," but I didn't want to be a dick. I mean, you guys know me. I'm the nicest guy ever. I'm not a dick, but I should have put my foot down and been like, "Tommy, it's worth the wait. The food is freaking amazing. You'll thank me. Wait 45 minutes." But it wasn't my vacation. I was trying to be a good host, and as long as Tommy had fun, that's the thing that's the most important, So yeah. And he kept asking me, "Hey, Johnny, you having fun?" I'm like, "Tommy, you're epic. You're a legend. We're friends. I'm having a phenomenal time. It's all good, buddy. It's all good." So let's see what else. So then we went to dinner. Then we did the drunk stream, and we all know how that went down. Again, I was fine up until the last 20 minutes, because it was just shot after shot. I'll be honest, I don't remember the last 20 minutes of that stream. Not one thing. Tommy said he turned it off. He said I did sign off and say goodbye, so I'm going to have to watch the end and see if I actually did. He goes, "Well, you kind of signed off." He said you went, "Peace," like that. I said, "Well, that's a sign off." I said, as long as I said, "Tom, as long as the stream just didn't end abruptly." I said, "As long as you ended it, I ended it." And then he said, "Well, then, Fears, you were so drunk, you, stumbled into the bathroom, and you were in there for, 15 minutes taking a shit. Then you stumbled out. I was on the phone." And he said, "I pretty much just picked you up and just laid you onto the couch." And he goes, "You passed out." And I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, hey, as long as I got here." And he goes, I didn't even put your blanket on you, Fears." He goes, "I just laid you down." And I said, "Tom," a couple hours later, I woke up, due to someone, I guess it was teenagers or maybe a couple outside was arguing. Somebody was arguing outside. That fucking shit woke me up at around, I don't know, 5, 6 in the morning. And then I grabbed the blanket and then I put it over and then I went right back to sleep. And then we woke up this morning at 10:30ish. And Tommy ordered me food. He goes, "Well, Fears, you made me breakfast and you bought me dinner last night." He goes, "I'll DoorDash us some food." I said, "Oh, sweet." And he goes, "What do you want?" And I said, "Anything, Tommy." I said, name a place. And I said, "You can DoorDash whatever you want." So he said, "How about Denny's?" And I was like, he really loves Denny's. And I said, "I like Denny's." And he goes, "What's your favorite thing on the menu?" I said, I said, "Tom," I said, "I'm a man of simple pleasures." I said, "I love Denny's hash browns." So I said, "I'd love a side of hash browns, and I love me their biscuits and gravy." And he said, do you want 2 portions or 1? I said, just get me a good size biscuits and gravy and a side of hash brown, and then I'm going to grab some orange juice out of my fridge. And I said, I'm good to go. He got the Grand Slam with the chocolate pancakes. And he let me have a taste test. I said, hey, Tom, I said, can I try just a sliver of your chocolate pancakes? I said, I've never had chocolate pancakes. Gotta say, pretty good. He gave me a bite of them, pretty good. My biscuits and gravy were a rockin'. And after we ate breakfast, I took a shower. He took a shower. We got all ready. I helped Tom pack, and then we put his stuff in the car. And his mom lived about 45 minutes away from my house, so it was a good drive. And we just kind of chilled in the car and just talked. I had to stop because the stomach was a rumbling. So about halfway, I said, Tom, I said, whenever I drink a little bit, my stomach's fine. But I said, if I get shit-faced wasted, the Crohn's starts activating. That's why I've had to go to the bathroom about 15 times a day. It's like, it's not poop. It's like pure shit water liquid. I don't mean to gross anyone out, but that's what it is. So I said, Tom, I said, there's going to probably be many stops. Thank God there wasn't many stops on the way to his mom's house. There was only 1 stop. I said, Tom, I'm going to just keep the car running. You stay here. I raced into the bathroom. I was in there for like 20 minutes. Whew. It was bad. I don't mean to gross anyone out, but it was bad. Tom came in, got himself a big gulp, and then out of nowhere, he goes, hey, John, there's cowboy hats over there. Tommy bought a cowboy hat. I said, you're doing, I said, usually you do your Boulder hats and your fedora hats. He goes, well, John, I'm branching out since I'm in Florida. He goes, you know how like when in Rome? And I said, yeah. He goes, well, when in Florida. So Tommy puts on this epic cowboy hat, and I have a picture that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to grab my phone. He goes, John, you should buy one. I was like, I'm not really a cowboy type of guy, Tommy, but I said, let's get a selfie. I said, I'll just grab one off the rack at the gas station. I said, we'll take a selfie. I said, and I'll Instagram it. I said, how about that? And he goes, that sounds good, John. So check out this cowboy hilarious photo. I thought it was great. Visions, you're going to fucking lose your mind when you see this. Let me get my phone. All right, let's see if I can find it. Oh, by the way, let me show you something. Tinder Immortal, I took your advice. I didn't do this just for the vlog. Tinder Immortal said, "Hey, John, I know you love BK Lounge." She said, "Have you tried the Spider-Man Whopper?" I said, "Not yet." And she goes, "Well, you got to try it for the vlog." And I said, "Well, I'll try it anyway." I said, "Because I've had almost everything on the menu of BK, except for like one thing. I haven't had like their chicken sandwich or whatever." So I tried their Spider-Man burger today for the vlog, and I took some photos. So there's the wrapping of the Spider-Man, and then that's what the Spider-Man burger looks like. Let's see if I can. There you go. It was quite tasty. All right. Here's the cowboy photo. There we go. So Tommy got that hat. He got that white cowboy hat, and that was pretty much the end of the weekend. Right after I went to the restroom, and he got his big gulp, and then we did the selfies with the cowboy hat. He bought a cowboy hat. I didn't. I just wore one for the selfie. And we got back on the highway, went to his house. I chatted with I met his grandma and his real biological mom. Sweetest ladies ever. His grandma was super sweet. His real mom was really nice. I've met Tommy's adopted mom. She's super sweet. We sat and chatted for like 15, 20 minutes, and I said, I'm going to skedaddle. I said, I don't want to stay all day. I said, I'll let you guys get back to hanging out with Tommy. And I said, plus I said, I'm a little tired. I have a little bit of a headache. I said, Tommy will fill you in what we did last night. And I thought he was going to tell them after I left, but he goes, oh yeah. He goes, man, me and Fears and one of Fears' friends, he goes, we got tore up. And I was like, oh Lord. I'm like, I wish he wouldn't have said that in front of his real mom and his grandma. And so then I chimed in and said, yeah, I said we kind of had I said we were just hanging out with the boys and just having a few drinks. So I didn't lie. We did hang out and we did have a few drinks. I just didn't tell his mom how tore up I really got. So I said, yeah, I'm a little tired. So I said, it's wonderful to meet you, ladies. And as soon as I came home, that was the best napo of my life. I just turned off the phone, and I went later, and I had a nice snoozo. So yeah. Yo, howdy partners. Well, howdy partner. What's up? I hope everyone's doing well. And that's pretty much the weekend. So it was an amazing weekend. I cannot wait to do another epic, legendary hangout with the great Tommync2010. I'm not going to mention who this person's name is. He goes, yeah, Fears. He goes, I loved your live stream. This is some idiot in the Discord. He knows who he is. He's a fucking son of a bitch. He goes, yeah, Fears, I didn't really care for your live stream. He goes, I more watched the live stream because Sam and Tommy are epic. He goes, the only thing that you contributed was acting like a fool and you throwing up. And I'm like, no, you're a goddamn liar. I'm like, I don't think I acted like a fool. I said I was just drunk. I was hanging out with the boys. People... they act hilarious when they're drunk. So I don't think I made myself a fool. And then he straight up lied and is a bastard. I was like, if you watch the video back, no, there's not 1 inch of puke, not 1 molecule of puke. I said, here's what really went down. I said, I drank it a little bit too fast. When it got to here, that tequila already burns, right? And I didn't have a chaser with it. So I said I drank it too fast, it started to burn, I choked on it, and then it just blurted out. So whoever said that, you know who you are, you're a fucking idiot and you're a fucking liar, you're a son of a bitch. And he's straight up lying in the Discord. Not 1 inch of puke, so nobody believes you, you're a fucking idiot, and I didn't make a fool of myself. I don't think I did, but that guy's entitled to his opinion. It's wrong, it's the wrong opinion, because I didn't make myself out to be a fool. We were just joking around. Sam was clowning around. I was clowning around. Tommy was clowning around. We were all having a good time. We were hanging out with the fans. It was just a chill night. The only thing is I don't remember the last 20 minutes because I drank like 6 or 7 shots in a row. That I wish I wouldn't have done. Or if I told Tom when we were driving to his mom's house, if I would have drank them slower, not pounding them one after another. I said if I would have had one and then waited like 20, 30 minutes and then had another one, I probably wouldn't have got drunk super quick at the end. So yeah. But anyway. But it was a fun night, but I don't think that I made myself out to be a fool. Everyone was laughing, everyone was having a good time. I was cracking jokes, they were cracking jokes. It was a good time, so I think that person that said that in the Discord is totally wrong. But again, I don't care what he says. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care what I say. He's just a guy that loves to start shit, loves to run his mouth. It is what it is. When are they not trying to start shit? When are they not running their mouths? Quentin's the same way. I will say this. Joey's toned down. There's still a little bit, but he's toned down a lot. He said, you know what, Fears? He goes, I'll actually call a truce with you. I said, as long as you still are cool, eventually, Joey, I said, I will unblock you. And I said, you can come back into the lives. I said, you start your shit, though. I said, I don't like any drama. I said, just like Mercenary Man, he would not let it die. He loves to start shit. He has to be right all the time. He has to get the last fucking word in. I'm like, you do all that fucking shit, and I don't even care about getting the last word. It's just so fucking annoying. I was like, if you keep it on and you won't let it die, then I don't have time for your immature, childish bullshit, So, yeah. The only thing that was kind of bad is Matt and his idiot minions are still trying to get me off of TikTok. I said, hey, Tommy, check this out. The same shit that I showed you guys? I took a picture, Visions. I wish I still have it but I don't want that slime on my phone, so I erased it. But the other day, I did a stream. I took a picture of Matt sending me a message on TikTok because he just keeps remaking channels, and I have to block them every single time. So before I could block this one, he writes me a message, "Bird in hell, Fears. I hope you fucking die. One day, me and my minions will get you off of fucking YouTube." I'm like, oh, the fans are gonna love this. So I took a picture of that. Vision, I don't know if you heard about this. So I took a picture of him basically saying, hey, Fears, die. I hope you burn in hell. You're the worst fucking person ever. I'm like, that's not true. I'm like, there's many more evil shits on. I said, I'm peanuts compared to the evil shits online. I said, there's many more evil shits I said, I'm just a goofy, hilarious guy that makes content. I said, I'm not racist. I have nothing against anyone except for the trolls. But you guys know the reason why I have something against them. They just, so I said, and then he said that I ruined his life. And I said, I didn't ruin your life. Well, I didn't say it to Matt because I don't respond to Matt or his evil villains, because or his minions, I call them, because they're just so fucking stupid. And I want nothing to do with a pedophile. So I said, well, that's what he wants. I said, he wants me to respond. And I said, that's not fucking happening. I said, I'm not responding to Matt's minions and I'm not responding to Matt. So, but Visions, I hope you saw this. I took a picture of Matt saying, you ruined my life. I hope you die one day, Fierce. Burn in hell. Like, you're not a Christian. The devil's you're gonna burn in hell with the devil. And I'm like, I gotta show this to the fans. So I don't remember exactly how the message went something like that. Visions, did you see this when I showed them? Then I showed you guys, I took a picture of the 8 or 9 comments of Matt and all of his fucking minions. It was like, suck it, Fears. I hope you fucking die. We will get you off of TikTok. And I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, the trolls have been keeping up for years trying to get me off of YouTube. That's never going to happen. So that's how delusional Matt is. And how sick he is. Him and his minions actually think, oh, if we troll Fierce enough, we'll get him off of TikTok. We'll get him off of YouTube. Guess what, idiot? The trolls have been trying to do that for years. I will never quit YouTube. I'll never quit TikTok. The only time I would quit TikTok is if they did like what they did on Vine. I said I would never, quit Vine. Well, they actually deleted Vine. Vine was replaced with TikTok. But you know what? I'm glad Vine was replaced with TikTok because Vine, you could only make 6 second. It was either 5-second videos or 6-second videos, so you had to get really creative within 5 or 6 seconds. TikTok, now it started with 15 seconds. Now you can do 15-second videos, 30-second videos, 60-second videos, 3-minute videos, and I think the newest you can do up to 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I can't remember. So to end this story, Visions, I don't have those messages anymore, but yeah, so there was like 9 messages. Burn in hell, Fears. Suck it, Fears. We're glad that your dad fucking died. And I was like, that's fucking crossing the line. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. I've done nothing to ruin his life. I'm serious, Visions. I came that close to messaging him back, but I was like, no, he's a sick, evil person. I said, Fears, that's what he wants. I said, he wants you to respond. I said, I'm not fucking responding to that evil piece of shit. But I said, if I do respond, I would have said this. And I'll say it right now. Matt, I didn't ruin your life. Hey, did I say, hey, I'm going to buy a 13-year-old a beer? No, you said that. So I said, if anyone ruined your life, you ruined your life, Matt. I said, because the minute you said that, the minute you thought that, plus it's sick in the head to even think that in the beginning and say it in the beginning. That's why everyone jumped on you. Because no one in our community likes a pedophile. Oh, and then another thing, Visions. In one of the comments, they had the nerve to call me a pedophile. I was like, if that is not calling the kettle black, I'm like, Matt is a pedophile. I said, I've never done that. I've never thought of that. I never will do that. I'm nothing near that. I said he's got some fucking balls to call me that. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker. So I said, all right. Listen, he wants to go there. I said, he wants to troll and go there. I said, all right. I said, I'll just take a photo and I'll show all my fans all of his sick, demented shit, and I said, that'll really piss him off. So, Visions, I don't know if you saw when I just screenshot a photo of his death threat to me and then a screenshot of all of his stupid die, Fears, suck it, Fears, you're a pedophile, you're this, you're that. I'm like, oh, this idiot. So I don't know if you saw that, Visions, but now you know. But I just took it for the moment, showed everybody, and I said, well, he's so sick, I'm deleting these comment photo off my phone, and I'm deleting his death threat photo off my phone. So I had to tell you about that because I was like, oh, well, Visions will get a giggle out of this. I said, everybody else will get a giggle out of this. He had the nerve to say that. And I was like, this motherfucker. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can troll me as much as you want on TikTok. I will never get off it. I said, again, the only way I'll get off of TikTok is if they delete it like they did Vine. But until they delete it off of the internet, I will always be on TikTok. So, Matt, to you and your little idiot minions, you're an idiot. Your minions are idiots. You're a pedophile. I'm not. You're a fucking idiot. And I will never quit TikTok. He posted it on TikTok, Visions. But he before I could block him, he sent me that death threat message. I took a picture of it, and I just showed everybody in a live stream that. So if you go back like 1 or 2 live streams, Visions, you'll see what he said. Because I said, check this out. I said, before I could block Matt's 90th fucking profile, because I've blocked every single one of his minions and blocked every single one of his profiles. I said, hey, check this out. And I screenshot a photo of his death threat, went like that. Then I said, oh, check this out. And I slid the picture over, and I took a screenshot of his 8 or 9 comments saying, die, Fears, suck it, Fears. I don't remember all of them. One of them was, you're a pedophile, Fears, suck it, Fears. I'm glad your dad died, all this other bullshit. And I went like that and showed everybody. I was like, he's got some nerve to say that about my dad. He's got some nerve to say that other thing about me, which is not true. And I'm like, the fans know I would never do that. I've never thought about that. I never will do that. If I was married and had children, if Matt got anywhere near my children or my wife, I'd be up for goddamn murder, you know? I have little cousins, Visions, in my family. If he even thought anything bad about my little cousins, I've got little cousins that are 5, 6, 7, 8 in England, and I love them very much. And I've got some little cousins on my dad's side. Like you guys have seen them in the vlog. Anytime I go over for Thanksgiving, we're always building like Lego creations together. They love being in my vlog. They're the happiest, luckiest little guys ever. They're getting older now because, my cousin Becky had a whole bunch of new kids. So now, in the old vlogs, they were like 5 or 6. Now they're like 10 or 11, but they still love playing with Legos. And I'm a big kid in a candy store, so I'm like, I'll play with some fucking Legos. So if he got anywhere near any of my family, or even if he got near any of my friends that I go to, a lot of my friends that I went to school with, Visions, well, obviously they're married now. They have husbands and wives, and they've had children. And I love all my friends and family, so if that motherfucker got anywhere near my friend's family and did any of that fucking gross shit, listen, you want to see Fears get pissed quick? Oh, I would go from 0 to 100 if any of that shit happened. So yeah, Visions, go back into, I'm not pissed now, I'm just frustrated that him and his idiot minions are doing this. And he's got some fucking nerve. I didn't ruin your life. You ruined your life. You did all that yourself. I don't even care about the motherfucker. It's just the principle of the fact that he had the nerve to go there. So that's the only thing I didn't like about this weekend. And him and his minions did it 2 or 3 days ago, too, when I showed you guys all his fucking idiot comments in that photo that I screenshotted and the death threat message. But I read it and went, yeah, you're fucking hilarious. You're an idiot. And then I took those screenshots and then as always, I didn't respond back and I just deleted it because that's what you want. Him and his idiot minions want me to respond. I'm not going to respond. I'll say something on a stream if I have to, or if I feel like I have to, but I'm not responding to him on, that's what he wants. He wants me to respond on TikTok and I ain't gonna. So yeah. You can send me 1,000,000 messages. I will block every single one of them. So, yeah. I don't know if he's made any videos about me on TikTok, but if he has, I don't give a shit, He's a fucking idiot. And his idiot minions are idiots. So, yeah, Visions, if you want to check out what I showed everybody on stream, it's like, 2 or 3 streams ago. That happened before I picked Tommy up at his at his dad's house. So I'm thinking the stream that I did this past Thursday, maybe this past Wednesday, check it. When I went to the bathroom, I was just fumbling through my phone while Tommy was buying that cowboy hat, fumbling through it, and I get a notification whenever I get a comment or a like, from TikTok like everybody else does. So I just see, and he basically made another profile that said like, Fears has no dick. And I was like, oh, here we fucking go again. And so I just click on it. It was the same stupid bullshit, like, suck it, Fears, kill yourself, all this, and I said, oh, this guy he will not quit. So it's either his minions' visions or him himself. So I just said, okay, you're an idiot as always. And while I was on the toilet, I just went and erased the comments, and then I blocked that new profile. That's probably his 90th profile on TikTok, and I'm just like, wow. Vision says, okay, I just checked my Instagram to see if you... Oh, I didn't know. You know what? I should have posted it there, Visions, but you know what? I'm glad I didn't post it on my Instagram because I went nothing about Matt Man in my life or on my social media because he's that sick of a motherfucker. But yeah. But it's funny you said that. That would have been a great... You know what, Visions? I should have sent it to you and you could have exposed Matt. And you could have put it on your Instagram. But no, I didn't put it on my Instagram. I just showed everybody in a live stream. Because I don't want any of that stupid bullshit on any of my social medias. Because I'm all about positivity. I don't mean to steal Tommy's thunder. You know, he's all about positivity. I'm all about chilling out, having a good time, making content, being cool and chill with everybody in the community. Or as many because I don't get along with everybody in the community, but I try to get along with everybody in the community, and I try to get along with as many people in the community as I possibly can. That's what Fierce is all about. I'm not into stupid drama bullshit. I'm not into troll bullshit. I'm not into anything that Matt Man thinks, believes, all that crazy psycho shit that he's into. And we all know what he's into, so fuck that noise. So that's why I didn't post it on the Instagram. I think Instagram is busted right now. Oh, is it? I haven't checked my Instagram in a while. So what's going on? What's going on with it, Visions? What, is it not working? Can you not post any photos or anything? Let me have a look at my Instagram. Mine's fine. My Instagram page is still up. Everything's rocking. The newest thing that I posted was the classic, epic, legendary. It's I think of it as the wannabe MacGyver watch. It's not the real MacGyver watch, but it's as close as I can possibly get it. But Fears posted that. I posted my MacGyver watch. So yeah. Oh shit! Vision says I thought my account was deleted, but apparently it's down. 10 seconds of thousands. Wait, what? Wait, what do you... 10 seconds of 1,000? Okay. Well, I'm glad it's not deleted, buddy, because you put up some epic stuff. You know what? I haven't looked at the old Vision Instagram in about 2 or 3 days. Let's see if there's any new posts, buddy. Let's see. Let's have a little look-see. Oh, by the way, check out this guy's epic. Dude, Visions, this guy has got some cool cosplay going on. I don't know where the fuck this guy found this Scream mask, and I guess I don't know if he makes his own Scream Ghostface Killer robe, but he takes these amazing, epic, like horror movie cosplay photos. Look at this guy. Damn. How fucking cool is that? Then you slide over, and I guess his friend does it too, because he's got a friend in the background right by the tree that does it. But how... Visions, check out how cool this fucking cosplay is. Hell yeah, man. And then this one's... But so between that one and this one, I think this one's more scary. That one looks so fucking cool. So that guy... And he does other types of cosplay too. I think he does like Jason and Freddy, but... Whoever you are on Instagram, that's some cool fucking cosplay, brother. Alright, let's go to Lord Vision's page. Okay, let's have a little look-see. I was a little scared, Visions. I was like, I hope that your channel hasn't came down. What the fuck? It's back now. I swear it was goofed just 3 minutes ago. Tens of thousands. I don't know. Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe it's a glitch, buddy. Let's have a look at the Lord Visions. Let's see. It came up fine for me, buddy. Look, there's the Lord Visions Instagram. Let's see. You know what? I've seen the grandma one, and then I've seen the hilarious, like, I guess he's like, Vision said it's from a movie, but I guess this guy is a cannibal. And I'm going to have to see this movie, Visions, but it's a guy on his hands and knees in a desert eating, like chewing on someone's small intestines. But he's in a desert, so I'm going to have to watch this movie, buddy, because that guy on the shirt looks fucking hilarious. He's all like, like fucking chewing on it and shit. But here's the newest post. Vision says, here's a pretty wild Gothic King Cobra design on the press today by Prolific. I don't know what that is, Prolific. Available in the shop now along with custom sticker packs. So this is Vision's newest thing. And then he's got that one. Good old Gothic King Cobra. But, buddy, I gotta say, this is one of my favorite new buys. I gotta say, the I Love Grandma is, I think, it's one of my favorite new buys. That was a good idea for Mother's Day and for Grandma, because I love me some Grandma Fears. Grandma Fears is fucking epic. I'm sure your grandma is, Grandma Visions, I'm sure she is just as epic. Visions, picture this. Picture Grandma Visions drinking some coffee or some tea, chilling and hanging out with good old Grandma Fears. Now, that would be legendary, buddy. Shout out to all grandmas out there. And you know what? So that's the first new one. I gotta say, Visions, the new sticker you sent me, this one. And now, I don't know if this one is available on the website. If I'm wrong, Visions, tell me if I made a mistake. I don't think this one's available. I think these you just make just to throw in as like extra goodies. You threw in this one as an extra goodie. This fucking sticker, guys, is amazing. I may have to do another commission and have Visions put this image on a shirt. So one day, Visions, I don't know when, whenever I get some more money, I'm going to ask you if you can put this sticker on, like that image on a shirt, because that's my second new thing that I got from Visions. That sticker's fucking cool. Someday I'm going to buy the Scream shirt. And then, what's the other thing I was, like, obsessed with? Where's the other one? Let me scroll down. And then the newest Castlevania, the one that I bought. So those are like 3 or 4 new things on Vision's site. But at some point, buddy, I have got to, where's that shirt? Where's the let me scroll down. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, you know what, Visions? I never scrolled down. I like these paintings, buddy. All those paintings. Those paintings are cool. But listen, nothing compares to that melting, like, Ghostface Killer, like the melting faces photo. I mean, not photo, the melting faces painting. That's your best fucking painting, in my opinion. I mean, I like your other paintings, but my favorite is the melting face one. You gotta do another one of those paintings, man. You're a great artist. That painting is the shit. I love that painting. Where's that other thing that I was obsessed with that I finally got? Let me scroll down, because I know. Oh, here it is. This is the one that I gotta have Visions do another commission on. Look how cool this fucking melting face painting is. He uploaded this back in September 27th of 2019. Look how epic that fucking painting is. Oh my god. One of these, and I want you to paint it whenever I do the commission of it, Visions. You gotta paint. You know what? I'm gonna like it too. I haven't liked that one yet. I just liked that post. I want you to paint it the same fucking way. The only thing is when on my version, you know this top corner here. There's nothing in that top corner. I just want you to paint in white letters, fears. Like in bright white letters, just fears. Put it in the little left-hand corner, but this painted exactly the same way you got it. I just thought it'd be cool if you put like my last name in the left corner, and then like classic Bob Ross style, take some red paint, Visions, because every time Bob Ross would sign a painting, he would always sign it in red. In this little right-hand corner, I want you to sign either your real name or put Lord Visions or Exhumed Visions. However way you want to fucking sign it, go for it, buddy. So that's the only change that I want. And then the other thing, where's the other thing that I want to get? Let's see. I know it's further down your Instagram page. Where's the other one? Where's the other thing? I just when I looked at your Instagram about a week ago, I saw it because I've never scrolled down your entire page. Well, a week ago, I finally scrolled down your page and checked out every single post that you've ever done on Instagram. Where's that? Oh, this one. Visions. I think this would be either cool as a sticker or cool on a shirt. And one day I'm going to have you commission and do it. You know your Exhume Vision old logo with like the broken skull and it's like the only thing holding it together is like barbed wire? This, man. This has got to be a sticker someday, and this has got to be on a shirt. I think you should just make it exactly like that, like have the broken... Oh, I'm sorry, hang on. My bad. I think on a t-shirt, the way it would look epic, have it just like this, have like a white circle around it, put this in the middle like that, and then underneath the circle, just put in big, like, white letters, Exhume Visions. That's got to be on a shirt one day. Because as soon as I saw that image, buddy, of the broken skull holding together it with barbed wire, I was like, that would look fucking epic on a shirt, man. I would totally wear that one, buddy. So, I'm gonna, you know what? I haven't liked this post. I'm gonna like it right now. There it is. I don't know what this is, but this looks hilarious. Another Lord Visions painting. Some guy, I guess he's a vampire because he's got blood flying out of his mouth, and he's all like, very cool, epic vampire painting, buddy. It's random as hell. He's like sticking his tongue out and there's blood flying out of his mouth, but I'm digging it. So yeah, this needs to be on a shirt one day, buddy. Anyway, I'm going to take off, guys, because I haven't had dinner yet, and it's getting a little late, and I'm not going to eat much because my stomach's a little, I got the rumbly tumblies in my tummy, but I don't know, maybe I'll have something light. Maybe I'll have some toast or some soup or something. I'm going to take some more pain medicine. I'm going to take some more of my Crohn's medicine, little like probably at 8 o'clock. Because I can only take I can only take my Crohn's medicine every couple of hours. If you take it, more than 3 or 4 times a day, you can like OD on it. And I definitely don't want to OD. So I took it this morning, and I'm allowed to take it at night before I go to bed. So I'll probably take it in about an hour or two. But I'm not going to bed until like 11 because I'm not going into work tonight. And I want to get some edits done. Anyway. Triple says, great stream, Fears. Can't wait to see what the other joys this Tommy trip brings. Oh, there's going to be a lot of gems and a lot of joys. And Visions, I'm so sorry to you and Pixel. It's not my fault. I'm like, FYE, get your head out of your ass. And me, Visions, and Pixel, we want those old 80s gems, man. Where the fuck is the car? Where the fuck is the surf Nazi zombie cyborg must die? All that shit. Where is the fucking creature? Wait, is it Creatures Under the Stairs? People Under the Stairs. I can't wait to see that. Just the randomness of it, Visions. It doesn't explain itself. Just out of nowhere, like that black guy's trying to escape. I guess because the people under the stairs are freaking out. All of a sudden, that guy with the gimp mask on just kicks the fucking door open like a bat out of hell. He's got the leather fucking gimp costume on / biker suit, and he goes, I can't remember what did I say? He says like, "Oh, it's on, motherfucker." And then he goes, just blows the fucking black guy away, and I'm like, this is fucking random as hell. No explanation. Just hey. I'm some random guy in a gimp mask, and I must be into leather, and I'm going to kill some black guy out of fucking nowhere. I'm just like, okay, that's the random as hell. But man, they didn't have many gems. But I did what I could, buddy. I think the best gem I found. I mean, these are all good gems, but Visions, my favorite gem that I found was this bad boy. I cannot wait to watch this. And, just look at this fucking hilarious guy. He's got like an eye patch on. Kind of reminds me of like Snake Plissken style. I cannot wait to watch this, buddy. And I still think it's hilarious. He's got the werewolf has got a goddamn screwdriver stuck in his eyeball. Then, for some reason, he's got a bat. You don't need a bat if you're a werewolf. You've got super strength. You can run. You can bite people. Just bite people and just kill them like that. But apparently for this werewolf, it's not enough. He has to have a baseball bat. And he's got super going nuts like long fangs, man. So I'm looking forward to watching this, buddy. Buddy, I will let you and Pixel know if it's any good. It looks hilarious. I'm sure it's going to be epic, but I'm also going to be looking, when I go to V-Stock Visions, I'm going to look for all those on the list, but I have to. I cannot believe you didn't like Chud 2, buddy. It looks, well, to each their own, but I can't wait to get on some Chud 2. When that fucking zombie was in the bath, he's like, no, all that, he turns in a fucking bathtub, and he's like, no, I fucking lost my goddamn mind. I was like, I have to see this before I die. I will see this before I die. Fears will enjoy it. I'll fucking laugh my goddamn ass off. You know, all that crap. I cannot wait for some Chud 2, buddy. I'll find it. And if I can't find it on the Missouri trip, I'm buying it, because you and Pixel said you can get it like on Amazon for like $20 or I think less than that. And I was like, all right, if I can't find it, I'm eBaying that shit. I'm Amazoning that shit right away. All right, I'm taking off, but I'm glad that you guys all liked the stream. Visions, check out all that crap that I showed that Matt did. It's like 2 or 3 streams back, because I was like, oh, I'm exposing this motherfucker because he's that cringy, he's that fucking weird. He had the nerve to call me that. And I was like, oh, you're going down, motherfucker. I'm like, because no one's going to hurt my family, my friends. No one's going to insult my friends or my family. And no one's going to call me that, because I'm farthest from that ever. I've never thought that. I never will think that. I never have said that. I've never done that. So he had some fucking nerve to do that. Either he did it or his fucking minions said that. So I was pretty pissed off when he called me that, because you guys know I would never do that. And I was like, all right, I'm like, you're going down, motherfucker. And so that's why I took those photos and I exposed him to the fucking community again. I mean, everybody else has exposed him, but I was like, oh, you're gonna send me all this death threats and all these stupid ass comments? I'm like, all right, I'll just take a screenshot and I'll just show all my fans, check out what this motherfucker's doing. So it's like 2 or 3 streams ago, Visions. You'll get a good laugh out of it, because it's the most stupidest bullshit I've ever seen in my life, you know? Anyway, I'm taking off, guys, but cheers to you guys. I love my loving and loyal fans. Shout out to all the loving and loyal fans. Fuck the haters. Fuck Matt. Hey, Matt, you can go fuck yourself. Big shout out to Tommync2010 for the most amazing weekend ever. Buddy, you're welcome in Casa de Fears anytime you want. Visions, get your little butt down here so I can take you to Friar Tuck and your lady. Visions will probably come to visit after I come to visit, because, oh, buddy, I cannot wait for that. And I'm throwing the challenge right now. I won't just beat you at golf, mini golf. I will destroy your ass in mini golf. And we're going to do it on camera. But Vision's like, oh, I don't know about that, Fears. He goes, I did say that I graduated from Mini Golf University. And I'm like, I don't care. You show me that degree. Until you show me that degree, buddy, oh, it is on like Donkey Kong. That's right, buddy. I just don't know which one we're going to go to, because you said there's one, a really good one by the pier. You said there's like a carnival pixel like by the ocean. And he said we could go there, Fears. Or you said there's one in downtown Portland. I was like, I don't care. I'm up for any of that, buddy. So let me knows. Let me knows. Anyway, I'm going to skedaddle and start dinner, and I'm going to take a shower, and I will try my very best to get a vlog up by tonight. If not tonight, it's definitely going up tomorrow. All right. Time for some shout-outs. Thank you to all the loving and loyal fans. Check out my buddy Pixel O Protocol at Pixel O Protocol on YouTube. Lord of those pylons. It's just pylon after pylon after pylon about, guess what, another fucking pylon. Check out Visions, Lord Visions, at www.exhumvisions.com. What do I always say? I know you guys are probably getting annoyed about it, but Fears doesn't care, because I always support my friends, and I support my friends' business. Buy some cool shit, you hilarious people. Why? Because Visions is a cool, epic, my buddy, my pal, motherfucker. Check out Heroes, Lord Heroes, and Heroes and Villains Collectibles, up to 12,000, what was it, Heroes? 12,380. By the time next weekend rolls around, he'll be up to 20,000, bitches. So give him a like, give him a sub. Help Fears get up to 10K, please. Pretty please. Either on FearsMan26 or Fears Vlogs or both. I don't care, just as long as I hit 10,000 someday. Check out my buddy Randall at CameoMan2021 and the Mayor of Magic. Check out Richie Wright, that hilarious guy, drinking barbecue sauce in a cold shower on a cold night. Why is he doing this? I don't know. We'll never know. But God bless him for doing it. Hero said it's up to 12,481. That's amazing, buddy. Cannot wait for the sub celebration party, and hopefully I get to bring my hot French babe that I'm gonna date. Hopefully, I hope, because she's a wonderful, sweet lady so far, and even though she doesn't know how to speak a lot of English, she is rocking out that French. But you know what? I told her, I said, listen, practice makes perfect. She's like, I'm pretty good at English, but she's like, some words I get tied up on. I'm like, that's okay. No worries. I'm like, English is a hard language to learn for foreigners. But I told my mom about this girl, Vision. I said, Mom, I said, wouldn't it be nuts? I said, Dad married a foreigner. I said, what if this girl worked out and Fears married a French? My mom's like, from what you told me, John. I said, well, I didn't tell you everything, but I said, I've told you all the information that, I said, she went to college. I said, she owns a business. I said, her mom owns a clothing store, and she helps her mom run the clothing store. I said, she's into banking, so I said, her main profession is a banker. I said, she speaks 4 languages, and my mom she goes, really? I go, yeah, I'm like, it's pretty impressive, right? I'm like, I only know how to speak 2, but the other language, Espanol, I said, I know a little bit. And my mom's like, that's not just impressive, John. She goes, that's amazing. And then I told my mom was like, well, what language? I said, she speaks English, French, of course, Arabic, because I said her dad has some Arabic blood in him. I don't know if he's from over there. She didn't really explain it, so I'm sure I'll learn a lot more. I said, and she said, in school. I said, Mom, I don't know if she meant school like high school or college, but she said in school she learned German. And my mom's like, oh, that's really cool. And I was like, yes, that's pretty cool. So we'll see how it works out. And my mom's like, does she seem smart? I was like, yeah. I'm like, she seems very smart. I said, very quick, with it. I said, everything seems to be in the place. I said, she's always hanging out with her cousin, because we've had many talks about that. I said, she seems like she's got family in France and family in here. I said, she moved to Miami like 8 years ago to help out her mom's business. And I said her parents sometimes live here because her parents are getting older like my parents. Sometimes her parents live here and get some fun in the sun, and other times they go back to France. My mom's like, oh, that's cool. And I said, that's pretty cool. I said, they get to live in 2 countries, And I said, seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders. So I said, I don't want to jump the gun, but I said, I'll let you know, Mom. I said, I told my mom, I said, we got a date, well, when I told her, it was last week, so I said next weekend, but I called my mom, and my mom's like, when's the date again? I said, it's this Saturday. So, heroes, if she's willing to, if she's not that tired, because we're going to spend the whole day together, so if she's not that tired, I'm going to invite her to come to the party. If she's like, you know what, John, thanks a lot, I'm kind of tired, from the whole date extravaganza, we'll hang out some other day, you go hang out with your friends, so I'm coming to the party either way. But hopefully she doesn't get that tired, and hopefully I can bring her to the party with me, because I already told Heroes about this, and he was like, Fears. He goes, bring Sam, bring your lady. And I said, well, she's not my lady yet. He goes, well, whatever she is, bring her. And I said, I'll try, buddy. I'm going to try to send, I want Randall to come too, Heroes. I know Sam will probably come. If Sam's available, I know for a fact Sam will come. Randall, because his mom's getting older, Randall likes to spend as much time with his mom, but, as he should, because, unfortunately, that's the only thing about life I hate, is you work real hard, you get a good job, family, kids, the wife, the house, the whole 9 yards, and then all of a sudden, God's like, all right, Fears, later, and all your loved ones go away, you go away. I had a conversation about that, Visions, with my mom. I said, Mom, that's the only thing about, I said, everything about life I hate. I'm sorry, everything about life I love, except for that. And my mom's like, well, what do you mean? I said, I love I said, I loved film school. I love all my friends and my family. I love going to church. I love being a Christian. I love God. I love Jesus. I said, I just hate that you work real hard and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, everything's just taken away from you and your life ends just like that. My mom was like, that's just the natural part of life. I said, yeah. I said, I know it is, but I said, do I have to like it? No. I said, that's the only part about life I hate. I said, everything else I love. I love a nice spring day. You know, I love a nice summer day. I love going to the beach. I love being positive. I love making videos. I love hanging out with you guys. I love everything except for that. And then my mom said, well, I think everyone would agree with you, John. I said, yeah. I said, I know everybody would. I said, it just sucks. But anyway, so heroes, I will let you know about if this lady is going to come with me to the party. If she does, it'll be awesome. Because then I can introduce her to you and your wife, and I'll be like, we'll see how it works out. I'm hoping. I'm having good feelings about this lady. She always sends me like cute photos every day. She always says good morning, and we've been chatting. I haven't got her number yet. Like she said, hey, she goes, I don't give my number out right away. She's like, she goes, from the last asshole. She's like, that guy cheated on me and got some girl pregnant and yada yada. I said, no, I said, I get it. I said, how do you want to talk? She goes, well, we'll talk a little bit on the dating app. And she goes, then when I feel more comfortable, I'll give you my Facebook page. And then she's like, don't add me, just write me on Messenger. She goes, and then when I think it's going to work out, she goes, then I'll have you sub to my Facebook, and then right before our date, I'll give you my phone number. And I said, sounds good to me. I said, however you want to do it. I said, I'm respectful. I said, I'll go as fast as you want. I said, I'll go as slow as you want. I said, you just let me know. So I got a good feeling about this girl. I hope it works out. But again, I don't want to say too much and then get your guys' hopes up, get my hopes up, and then I'll be like, hey guys, guess what? Good news. Yeah, it didn't work out. You know? So I hope it works out. Yo, Pretend Stories. He says, what's good, all? Well, I'm about to end the stream, buddy, so have fun watching the whole stream back. I wish you would have came, buddy, and hung out with us at the very beginning, but I know everybody has lives, so anyway, I'm taking off. Fears loves you. Fears cares about you guys. Have a good rest of your Sunday night. As always, Fears will get about 2 or 3 streams in this upcoming week, and I'll try to get at least 2 or 3 videos up, like actual videos. My friend Eric said, oh, Fears, I saw your latest vlog. I said, oh, what, the Star Wars one? He goes, yeah. He goes, Fears, you're fucking hilarious. He goes, you almost broke that lightsaber. I said, well, yeah. I said, I almost did, but I said it wasn't my fault. I said, the guy forgot to tell me that he didn't screw in the light bulb long blade all the way, and the guy even said it on camera, hey, it's partly my fault. Oh, no, I didn't put that piece of footage in. But Eric said, well, Fears, that gave me an idea. He goes, you should totally make a video and put it on your main channel, and you should title it, I Almost Broke a Lightsaber. I went, oh, that's genius, buddy. I said, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to work on that one tonight. I'm going to re-upload Randall's horror movie video that he made for me. You know, Heroes, I hope you saw it. Randall took me and Heroes, like, kind of hangout toy hunting vlog, and then we ended it by us going to Mario. He went, hey, Fears, check it out. Watch this. And I went, Randall, you have to let me upload that. He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, just wait a little bit. He goes, I want mine to get some exposure and get some subs and some likes on it. He goes, then this weekend you can upload it. I said, oh, I'm going to re-upload it. So he turned our little hangout Heroes into, like, this horror movie, like, 80s trailer. And I was like, oh, I'm fucking re-uploading that shit. I'm like, the fans will, like, shit a brick when they see that. So so Randall was like, oh, yeah, upload it. So I'm going to upload that. So I'll try to get some more content out. But thank God my friend Eric said, Fears, you have to make a separate video. And just on the Fears Man 26 channel, he goes, or whatever you call it, he goes, and just call it, I Almost Broke a Lightsaber. He goes, that'll get a lot of views. I said, that's actually a good idea, but I said, I'll just take that piece and make like a funny little meme video of me almost breaking that. And I said, good idea, Eric. So I'm going to take Eric's idea and do that. All right, I'm taking off. Anyway, God bless you guys, and I'm sending you guys love and blessings and prayers to not only you guys, but to your family. And you know it, Heroes. I will keep uploading, buddy, and I appreciate all the love and support, Heroes. And now that you've hit 10K, you got to help out your good buddy Fears. We got to get at least one of my channels up to 10K. It would be epic if we got both of my channels up to 10K, but let's just focus on one right now. Anyway, I'm taking off. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Peace, deuces, and Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. And I'll see you guys later.